I have AUT, ISM. I have AUT, ISM, autism. Don't be scared of me, don't be scared of me, 'cause we're the same, you and me. I have AUT, ISM. I have AUT, ISM, autism. Let's be friends and play a game. I might seem different, but we're the same.
And a happy Sunday Funday to you, Chad. I hope you had a good week, a good weekend as we roll on into our scheduled stream. The apocalypse hasn't happened. There are no more detours, no more DDoSes, no more shenanigans going on that's going to protect our little friend, David Shieerat, from being the highlight of his stream for once. His guardian angel took the fucking day off. No more delays, David. No more delays. As Monday Matt would put it, today is the day that we are going to
trigger the libs, own the libs.
Oh, hot bants from the Gamergate 2.0 leader himself. It is going to be a fun time. We've got two things planned for today. We've got a bunch of Shieerat coming up. We're going to be looking at a bunch of Little David's shenanigans. And we're also going to be doing the D0nga Tribe Art Contest. And you're going to be voting on it. You're going to tell me which piece of art you think is the best one. And there are quite a few entries. So we'll take our time. We'll go through each meticulously. And I'll allow you to pick the winner. There are quite a few really good entries. Yes, people like the little opening. Not just the Hampshire opening, of course, but I'll throw it up one more time because it is a fantastic song. I think it really suits David very well. I think it's his style. Let's just, for the fun of it, one more time.
I have AUT, ISM. I have AUT, ISM, autism. Don't be scared of me, don't be scared of me, 'cause we're the same, you and me. I have AUT, ISM. I have AUT, ISM, autism. Let's be friends and play a game. I might seem different, but we're the same.
He's going to poke somebody's eye out with that little Highlander sword. That is a clear sign not to fuck with David. He got that at a prop store on Halloween. He is ready to roll in the streets of his hometown. He will take you on, katana to katana, or brave sword, broadsword. I don't even know what kind of sword that is. I doubt many sword collectors would, because it's made of plastic, and he just kind of flails it about. Well, let's do a few super chats. We'll do 5 minutes of it, and then we'll get into David. There's been a lot of anticipation, a lot of waiting to really cover Mr. Shieerat, so I don't want to delay it too much because I know that's what everybody's here for. There's lots of good stuff to take a look at. So let's get this out of the way. From Sarah H, hamsters. Everybody loves hamsters. We all want to live in Hampshire, a hamster ethno-state underwater. Let them have their utopia. There's no reason the government needs to be on their ass. From HTRTU, Shieerat's angel at work since last stream. Some guy. Oh, yeah, there's been a ton of shit going on. There was the guy that said, fuck optics, I'm going in, and shot up a synagogue. PayPal dropped Gab. Apparently a helicopter crashed in a parking lot, and somebody molested a lot of kids. Lots of stuff going on, lots of topics to talk about. But we're here for Shieerat. We are here for Shieerat and the D0nga Art Contest. Umpty Madoo, Jim, what if the hamster consents? Well, I suppose it depends on the hamster, doesn't it? From Fash Bandicoot, opinions on AIU being anti-anon and his fight me in real life. I'm not anti-anon myself. I think anonymity is fantastic on the internet, and I think challenging people to fights in real life is retarded. From Sock Puppet 1, thoughts on Gab banning lollies? Again, this goes into kind of the previous thing with PayPal dropping them. Gab has had a lot of shit going on, and it would be a hell of a talking point, a topic, all of that fun shit. But we're here for Shieerat today, and I don't want to lose sight of that. We could get lost in the thickets if we start veering off onto other subjects. From Umpty Madoo again, who would win in a fight? Underwater objectivist hamsters in mech suits, or a rat swimming in shit? a shit rat, if you will. I think the hamsters would win it because they don't just have mech suits. He built them tanks. He built them fully functional underwater tanks to do battles in. This guy's not fucking around. From Big L, I named my pet a smallmouth bass, James Patrick O'Shaughnessy. Just figured I'd let you know, HH. From Fat Gay Riker, Papa Jim, tell us a story of skeptics, fedoras, and MRAs. Tell us of the individualist collective that grows a bigger hug box than Tumblr. Well, we're going to be talking about some of that today, actually. From OSHA, meme me harder, daddy. Isaac Jones, Sargon's plan to save the West. Step 1, send pipe bombs to own the libs in real life. Step 2, shoot up synagogues. Step 3, question. Step 4, Trump tweets hashtag Gamergate2. From Mr. Pingus Power, shitrat, I don't buy that. If only they looked closer, would they see a femboy? No siree. From Amazing Exit, sorry. Remember when Sargon shamed Andrew England for not only endorsing political violence? Pepperidge Farms remembers. From Stamurai Jamdown, does liking traps make you gay? Yes, it does. Totally not me, says the D, and the cat ears only makes it better. Well, I'm sorry to inform you, you like penis. Glitch Mob, ching chang chong. Jade's pussy smells worse than my bong. Lovely. Again from Amazing Exod. Metokur likes to make videos harming my posse. I can't sit by and watch my skeptics get exposed. Screw your optics. Gamergate 2.0. And that's quoted to Sargoon. Mr. Suck My Balls 32. Oi, glad I haven't missed out on Papa Jim's stream. Let's see, we'll do a few more of these. We'll do 5 more and then we're going to get into the subject. From Fat Gay Riker again, D0nga gives blowies and alleys for superberries. We're going to be seeing a lot of superberry art coming up. From Moon Vlad, did the happening in Pittsburgh make Jade so excited that she demanded yoga classes? Always. Fat Gay Riker again, D0nga give good suck an alley for superberries. Finish anywhere you like, D0nga don't mind. D0nga no wanna be homeless. Mr. Suck My Balls 32, academics please respond. We are going to need to put on our big boy suits because Papa Jim's about to stream. And finally, from Tree Master Bob, they should tape a big bag of coke and pills to the roof of Andy and Tonka's fight and turn it into a ladder match. It might make it more interesting. But that would be a disadvantage. How is D0nga going to climb out of his metal buffalo and haul his paraplegic ass up the ladder to get the coke and pills? I think that gives Andy a clear advantage. I don't think that's fair. I'm just going to say I don't think that's very fair of you, chat. Oh, have we waited long enough to get to David? Poor little David. Where do we begin with David Shitrat? Well, David Shitrat, to give you a basic background, is a cunt. There you go. You're caught up to date. Let's start with David's fundraiser. Now, David, actually, how do we even do this? There's so much crazy shit with this guy. Let me see. How do I want to do it? Do I want to go right into the fundraiser? Or should we talk a little bit about his persona? You know what? We're going to talk about his persona. I think that's a good place to start. Because you'll understand how weird this fundraiser is when we read a little bit of news about David, our little Tinkle Boy Supreme. Let me find that news article about David Shitrat, and we'll read along. This is in walesonline.co.uk if you, for some reason, wanted to read along. I don't know why you would. Let me put this up on the window, and we'll take a look at a piece of news coverage that David got back in 2015. I think this is a good way to segue into who he is. Oh, let me just readjust that. I want that to be completely on the window so you can all see it. It's nice and good. There we go. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. There we are. David Shieerat, 18, is a men's rights activist who won't have casual sex in case he is falsely accused of rape. Cardiff University student David Shieerat is part of an online community known as MGTOW, men going their own way. Now I know. Look at this sexual beast of a man. Doesn't want to give up that virginity. Might lead to accusations of rape. I know this man is a pussy-slaying machine. He can't walk down the street without a vagina throwing itself at him. But he's come up with strategy. He's not here to pleasure women. David is a serious boy with serious issues to tackle. He's not going to let some whore fuck his future up. So let's listen to the lovely article. David Shieerat doesn't want a girlfriend. He doesn't ever want one. A 18-year-old who has given up hope on womankind. It's not for me, the teenager said. I could be missing out on something, but I could also be putting myself in danger. Well, vaginas are known to kill men. Chemistry student David is part of an online community known as MGTOW, Men Going Their Own Way. According to MGTOW.com, it's about ejecting silly preconceptions and cultural definitions of what a man is. It's about looking to no one else for social cues, refusing to bow, serve, or kneel for the opportunity to be treated like a disposable utility. And it's about living according to his own best wishes in a world which would rather he didn't. But what exactly does that mean to David? David, who is a virgin, is worried he could be accused of rape if he had casual sex. There is the risk of false accusation, especially given that I am a political target. Given I'm a men's rights activist, advocate, and people know who I am, he said. The big lie was that men are sexually free and women are not, he said. We do not know how many false accusations there are, he said. They could be the majority or they could be the minority. Why would David be so concerned with this? Being accused of rape. It's not like he goes around threatening women with rape and acting like a spaz.
Good morning, Lauren. I've just raped you.
Yeah!
Oh, okay. Wait, never mind. Our little MGTOW. It all started off by posting on YouTube. David became known after he posted videos sounding his views on YouTube under the name Spinosauruskin. Some have had a few hundred views, other a few thousand. The reason you do not hear about men's rights advocates like me being accused is because I am careful. There's a lot of risk. You don't know how many accusations are true. He worries about so-called yes means yes laws coming to the UK. There are women fighting for a yes means yes law. That would mean a man would have to prove consent. How exactly do you prove that happened? It is anti-human rights because you have a right to a fair trial. If that's going to be taken away, human rights are going to be infringed upon. What else worries David? Questions of consent are not David's only fear. Oh boy. Men could end up in abusive partnerships. A lot of men don't know how to see the signs of abuse, he said. They are told they cannot be abused. Services to help men abused by women were few. There are hardly any services whatsoever, and those they do manage to find are rudimentary and small charities with very little funding. Marriage is not on the cards. I do not believe in state-sanctioned legal contract of relationship. When it comes to marriage, the system is so stacked against men, it doesn't make any sense. You're basically playing the financial equivalent of Russian roulette, with 3 bullets because 50% of marriages end in divorce. No man came out of that well. Ask any man who's divorced whether he ended up better off or whether he would have preferred to stay single. David, who is a student at Cardiff University, said. I hope that gives you kind of an overview of who our little MGTOW is. David doesn't want to risk freedom for pussy. He's not interested in that. Pussy is a trap and David will not fall into it. He's going to stay a virgin for life because vaginas are icky and girls are mean. So you might be surprised then with that kind of a staunch belief in going his own way and not really wanting to get bogged down by state-sanctioned financial relationships, that he would find himself in a financial relationship with a woman. Strange. Now, the weird thing about this is a lot of the information isn't really out there anymore. You can find various screen caps and a few archives, but a lot of the stuff that was happening when he was doing his fundraiser, and it is his fundraiser, isn't really out there. But let's take a look at what we can find and piece it together what happened. So David, our big boy who hates icky girls, decides he's going to do a fundraiser for a poor, innocent, atheist ex-Muslim girl living in Qatar. And we can see this, let me pull this up, on a Reddit. He posted on Reddit, please help D Misfit get out of Satan's asshole. It's a fundraiser. David Shieerat will be holding funds for D until she gets a bank account. If you have any questions, you can contact Spinosauruskin or D Misfit on Twitter. D lives in the Arabian Gulf and is an ex-Muslim atheist. Being an atheist in her country is punishable by death. She is living with fundamentalist parents who would not hesitate to turn her over or perform an honor killing themselves. And that's if her atheism was discovered. She needs to get out safely, and my goal is to get her there as soon as possible. Please help us. Help D. What a good boy. God, what was it about D that got David's attention? Was it the plight of this poor ex-Muslim atheist living in an oppressive caliphate-like regime of Qatar, her fighting off her fundamentalist parents, trying to avoid an honor killing? Or was it her beautiful smile? What's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen, David? Dee's smile. Oh my God, that's so... Oh, it's so beautiful, really. She's got such a pretty smile, guys. You don't understand. I'm not doing this for pussy. I hate women, remember. I'm doing this to save her from the icky bad people that want to hurt my beautiful angel. Now, David got some press about this. He actually got an article. He's been in the news a lot. First, the MGTOW thing, and now saving the girl with the beautiful smile in Qatar, who totally is real and not a fictitious thing. He got an article written on Breitbart, of all places. Can you imagine? David Shieerat on Breitbart, but he was. So let's take a look and see how they cover this. There we go. Crowdfund aims to help ex-Muslim atheist girl facing threat of execution escape to the West. This is from Alan Bakari back in 2016. An ex-Muslim atheist girl from the Arab Gulf states who faces execution in her home country if her religious affiliation were to be discovered is, with the help of the internet, planning an escape to the West. The girl, known on the web under the pseudonym D, currently resides in a Gulf state country where atheism is punishable by death. According to the fundraiser, her parents are also fundamentalists who would not hesitate to turn her over or perform an honor killing themselves if her atheism was discovered. D also goes by the pseudonym Harem Girl on Twitter. Now, I tried to look that up. There aren't really any archives of her previous Twitter account. It's gone now. Where she posts regular critiques of Islam and Muslim culture. She describes herself as an atheist, a classical liberal, and an egalitarian. Speaking to Breitbart Tech, D explained what it was like to live as an atheist girl in a hardlined Muslim country. Being a female in a Muslim fundamentalist family on its own means that I can never have freedom over my life choices. I exist for one purpose, which is obeying my guardian, whether it's my father or husband, and by that, obeying Allah. Being an atheist in the environment like that is simply not an option. There's no room for being a thought criminal or for ruining my family's honor. If that fact that I am an atheist was made public, my parents and members of my community would not hesitate to kill me. Financially dependent on her parents, there is little chance that Dee could escape on her own. That's where the internet comes in. An online fundraiser was set up last evening to raise the funds necessary for Dee's travel to Britain. In just a few hours, it met its initial goal of 3,000 British pounds. The fundraiser was not set up by a charity, an NGO, or a government, but by two close friends of Dee. One is Jen, another ex-Muslim who, like Dee, formerly lived in an Arab country. She now resides in the U.S. and is committed to helping Dee escape the same Islamic nightmare. Now that's going to be important for the future. Just remember that name. Jen, another ex-Muslim who escaped to America. All right. Explaining her motives for setting up the fundraiser, Jen said, "I'm an ex-Muslim and I've gotten to know Dee very well. I used to live in an Islamic country myself before I became an atheist and moved back to the U.S. I've heard of her plight and I had to do something. I can't do that much more than ask everyone to help her. I did it because it's the right thing to do." Now, here's where David comes in. The co-organizer is David Shieerat, also known by his web pseudonym Spinosauruskin. Shieerat is a British student and an increasingly well-known men's rights activist. Given that MRAs is regularly portrayed in the mainstream media as a nest of women haters, it's positively baffling that Shieerat would go out of his way to help a young girl escape from a genuinely misogynistic hellhole. Perhaps this is just another theory that mainstream media is wrong. Readers will have to judge for themselves. Speaking to Breitbart Tech, Shieerat explained the practicalities of the crowdfunded rescue mission. The plan is to get into the country, apply for refugee status was her option, when her original plan was getting a student visa was shot down by her mother's desire for her not to leave the country. Dee had difficulty working out how she would leave at this point, but after we started messaging and got together, we devised a plan to get her in. Our plan is to allow Dee to get into the UK on a tourist visa and apply for refugee status at the end of her stay as UK law suggests. Since you are unable to work on such a visa and to apply for one in the first place, immigration officers need you to prove that you are capable of supporting yourself for your stay. This is why we need so much money. The £3,000 goal is a low estimate. The cost could be much more than this, but this will but this will help with a significant amount. So so let me just close this. So our little MRA David decides that he wants to help out. He wants to help out D. And why does he want to help out D? Because she's got a pretty smile. So he's going to help raise money with Jen. And they're going to get her safe, right? They're going to set up that bank account. They're going to get her that money. They're going to do all of that. But while he's doing this fundraiser and after the fundraiser, people start to have questions. Namely, where's the girl and where the fuck is the money? By the end of it, he had raised somewhere between $7,000 to £10,000, £7,000, $10,000, somewhere in that region. It raised a lot of fucking money. And people started to question this. In fact, one of the skeptics, our little Sargoon Capo, V himself, started to investigate what exactly is going on. And you can see David was not a very big fan of that. Hey man, have you seen V's video about you? He hired a PI to research your personal life, man. It's part of the reason why I wanted to rebrand. It was really unnerving someone would try to hire a private investigator to get one over on me on the internet. Okay, so I blocked V. That creep was fucking obsessed and I wanted to that shit off my timeline. I'm surprised you didn't block him after the whole ordeal with him threatening to dox D. I was worried it might provoke him to dox D. Ah, good point. He seems like he has no limits and is willing to do whatever is necessary to hurt people he doesn't like. And that fucking creature is still promoted by people like Sargon and Kraut. They can go die in a fucking fire. Uh-oh. That creature's promoted by Sargon and Kraut. What a weird, ironic twist where we sit today, with Kraut and David side by side, and V, associating with them. That's very bizarre. Yeah, he didn't like D being mocked. He didn't like her being teased. He got very upset about it. I tried to be charitable, but when I was mocked for trying to help save someone I care about escape the threat of death, I fucking gave up. They can choke to death on their red pills for all I care at this point. Now, as you can see from those messages, David's talking about V hiring a private investigator to look into all these hot facts. Well, let's look at the conclusion, because V put up a concluding video to his in-depth fucking investigation into David Shieerat. And where's the fucking money? And you might notice some familiar names pop up with some more information that makes it sound even fucking goofier. Let me pull this up. Where's the conclusion video? I'll make sure it's all centered and we get the audio nice and all that shit. Just give me 1 second. You're going to hear a gypsy in a moment. I'll put him up on screen. The gypsy detective V's on the case. Oh boy. You shouldn't have fucked with him, David. He's running down leads. All right, let's see. Where are we? There he is. Oh, he's very serious. The conclusion to Spino's fundraiser revealed. Well, let's see if we get any information out of this.
As you guys know, I have hired a investigator in order to get to the bottom of this situation. And I was about to hire the second one. If one wasn't enough, I was quite determined.
He's going to hire 2 investigators to track down what the fuck is going on. That's how determined he is to get to the truth.
To get to the bottom of this. And I got to the bottom of it. And I was quite surprised to what I found. And I think you guys are going to be surprised as well. And this is going to be one of the first videos where I actually read from a script. Because I don't want to miss anything, because this is some important stuff. So the investigator got me into contact with an ex-radical Muslim named Jen, who is running a underground railway in order to get Muslims from hotspots into safe places. And
now that name should ring a bell, because we heard about it in the Breitbart article. That's, I believe, the same Jen. So the investigator tracked down his co-fundraiser to get the real answers. And what is our Jen doing right now? She's running an underground railroad to save Muslims from Qatar and other Gulf states. Totally believable. But let's find out what information Jen was able to give the private investigator and V about where that fucking money is.
She did say that it was ridiculous to say that me saying Qatar is doxing her, because in fact she is now suggesting that using money is not the most efficient way to get these people out, because money leaves a paper trail, while using houses and connections and contacts with people and favors is a better way to do it. But anyway, the investigator looked into Jen, and turns out that she's legit. It turns out that she does indeed manage to get ex-Muslims out of these places. Some of them do manage to get out. Others, unfortunately, end up in jail or end up beaten, honor killed, or worse, burned alive and stuff like that. It's a hard job, right? And I talked with Jen, and hopefully I'm going to get her on a stream if she wants to come here. We can talk about a few stories. I would really like to hear how it is to be an ex-Muslim coming from one of these countries. So she told me that she was the one who organized the charity for Spino and Jen.
So, okay. So she's the one that organized the charity. That's the person the PI tracked down. Really great detective work finding the person that co-funded the fucking charity. Really needed to pay the detective money to do that, because it would have been impossible otherwise. How are you ever going to find them? And he talks to them. And so they're the co-funder of the fundraiser for our magical atheist Muslim girl D. And they told V, you heard from the opening, money isn't a good option. It leaves a paper trail. They also said that they run an underground railroad. So if you run an underground railroad to rescue Muslims from caliphates, from Gulf states, from nations that have honor killings, you know, if you have that whole network set up to rescue them and save their lives, and money is such a bad thing, fundraisers just don't work. Why did you co-fund the fucking fundraiser? Why did you set that up with David Shieerat? And it's just questions, you know, simple follow-up questions.
Spino and his girlfriend, sorry. And they didn't manage to get $10,000. Apparently they managed to get $7,000. And Spino's girlfriend did go to the airport, as was promised in the charity. And here's where a human error has happened. Jen, instead of waiting to see that Spino's girlfriend is safe in the United Kingdom, she already closed the charity at this point. So there aren't going to be any more refunds. She now has access to all the money. And
match me, guys. Bernie can still win this. We've just got to, no refunds, fuck all of you. We can get him in the White House. Match me right now. Hey guys, I run an underground railroad to rescue Muslims from the Middle East. By the way, money's useless. I also opened up a fundraiser to raise money, which I've closed now, and there are no refunds. But trust me, I'm saving people's lives over here.
And as I was saying, it was $7,000, not $10,000, which apparently was not enough to allow her to go to the United Kingdom. Because it looked weird, especially for a woman, to go alone on a plane.
God, you know what else looks weird? Raising money through a fundraiser after you tell people explicitly that money is useless when you're trying to rescue people. Telling people you run an underground fucking railroad that's international. You run an underground railroad that spans Asia, the Middle East, and Europe, even to America. You're covering multiple continents. That's how in-depth your network is. And she gets stopped at the airport, and that's where the story ends. Mr. Underground Railroad, Mr. I save people from caliphates. Well, you know, fuck. What am I supposed to do? They told her we're not going to sell you a ticket. Where's your license for a ticket to the plane? I can't go against that. I don't have a rescuing Muslim girl's license. Sorry, there's nothing I could do. Thank you for the charity money. No refunds.
With this amount of money, so they denied her visit visa. Now, I did mention in a video, why didn't she go to an embassy? And the reason is that if they refuse your political asylum, people do see you going into the embassy, and then, when you come out, they can arrest you, and they will send you back to your parents, which is something that she's trying to avoid, obviously. So apparently they do want $10,000 in the bank in order to allow a visa into the United Kingdom.
Yeah, you see, guys, he just didn't raise enough fucking money. All right, the charity's worthless. I can't save you with my Underground Railroad because the ticket taker at the airport said no deal. But if you give me $3,000 more, if we had $10,000 in total rather than this piddly little $7,000, she'd totally be safe. You guys fucked up. Not David Shieerat. Not Jen. Not the magical atheist ex-Muslim girl D. That's your fault. You fucked up. What are you doing, chat? Do you want her to get beheaded? Do you know what happens to atheists in Qatar? They throw them off rooftops. Right onto the corpses of gay people. Oh, she's a dead woman. All because you were stingy. Way to go, Scrooge McDuck. Way to fuck that one up.
And now they're going to try for another country. The problem is also that she had no sponsor. Spino, being a kid, was advised to marry the woman, but I guess being a MGTOW kind of gets in the way.
Wait a minute, I'm confused. Spino being a kid, he wasn't a kid. In that 2015 article we read about him being a MGTOW, he stated his age as 18 in the headline. The fundraiser took place in 2016. David would have been 19 years old in 2016. He could have married her. He could have sponsored her. He wasn't a kid. He was an adult. He was a big boy doing university classes at Cardiff University.
Of that. That's pretty much the whole story. So let's contemplate a little bit on what the fuck just happened. Spino, are you a moron?
Better question, V. Are you a moron? You're buying this load of shit? Your private investigator put you in contact with the fucking person co-funding the fundraiser, who told you they run an international underground railroad, but couldn't save a girl because somebody at the airport told her no. They told you that David couldn't sponsor them because he's a kid, even though he's fucking 19 and in the university. Who told you money's useless, and then said, well, no, money's not useless. We're just $3,000 short. That's what you spent your money on? That was your private investigator? What are you doing? None of this adds up. None of it adds up. I'm just so confused. I guess the question that just lingers on my mind, and when it comes to David and Jen and Dee.
Show me the money! Where's the money, Lebowski? Where's the money, Lebowski? Where's the money? Where's the fucking money, shithead? Show me the money!
Yeah, that's right. Show me the money, David. Where's the fucking money, David? Where's the money, Jen? Where's the money, Dee? What's all this bullshit I'm hearing about couldn't get through the airport? The Underground Railroad couldn't help me. Oops, got put in the bank account, no refunds for anybody. If only you'd given more money to David Shieerat and the magical girl D. The girl D he wanted to save because she's got a pretty smile. Oh, such a pretty smile. And V hires a private investigator. He's going to hire two of them. Two private investigators to track down that fucking money. And he just stops because the dumb bitch that co-funded the thing told them, oh no, it's okay. It's okay, bro. Shit happens. Shit happens. I don't know what to tell you. No refunds. Fuck you. No refunds. We're keeping the money. She's still in Qatar. Probably getting stoned to death by her parents because she wanted to date a MGTOW named David, who's afraid he's going to be falsely accused of rape. Oh God, poor David. Can't let those women take his cherry.
Good morning, Lauren. I've just raped you.
Yeah!
What a shit show. Let's see what V's brilliant conclusions are. I haven't actually watched beyond this point because I didn't think there was a reason to. Because this should be falling apart for everybody that's paying attention. But let's give it a listen. See what his conclusions are.
Like, no, seriously, are you a cretin? Like, you do realize that you're playing with this woman's life, right? Like, you do realize that you're in the spotlight and you're going out of your way to piss off YouTubers that have tens of thousands of people as subscribers. And not only that, but you constantly yap your mouth to your friends. How the fuck do you know, how the fuck do you think that I knew she's from Qatar? And I have more of her docs, by the way. But lucky for you, I'm an actual, sorry, I'm not a decent human being.
Oh, there we go. There's another skeptic with some docs. Oh, what a shock.
And I didn't post her docs, just in case. You fucking imbecile. Instead of keeping your head down and making sure you don't drag attention, you go around on the Twitter, hanging around with people that are quite annoying, to say the least, that do drag attention. You're doing your best to piss off people that are YouTubers and the alt-right, so you're trying to make as many enemies as possible. Don't you think that it's a good thing that I looked into this shit? Because at least I don't have the basic human decency to go around and tell the people what I found. Imagine if I was someone else. Imagine if I was someone just motivated by making money. I would have just hidden this. I would have kept it hidden. And I would have just constantly, you know, beat the drum that all of this is fake.
But V, you didn't expose anything. You got information that doesn't make any fucking sense. And then you didn't follow any of it up. You're being told bullshit by somebody that literally told you they run an international underground railroad. That should be the first fucking flag that makes you think something is suspicious. That should be the first one. It should pop right up. Be visible from miles away. V. That should be, oh my god, look, there's a flag. Somebody's doing semi-4 over on that fucking hill on yonder. Telling you that money's useless, it leaves a paper trail, but you didn't get enough money. David's refusal to talk about this anytime anybody asks him, where's the fucking money, David? Where did the fucking money go? Oh, and let's not forget D's brilliant post. Would you like to see how this poor... Okay, I want you to imagine. You're an atheist ex-Muslim girl living under the oppressive regime of a Middle Eastern caliphate where you'll be executed if you tell anybody that you just don't believe in Allah, right? Where your parents will honor kill you. And how did D react to all of this? Oh my god, I'm not going to go to Freedom Land. I can't get to the UK. I can't get to the US. I didn't have enough money. None of that. What was D's reaction? Well, I mean, she had a Ask FM. Let's read one of the posts. D here. For people throwing the accusations that I con people, I did apply for a visa. It did take a while, but I had to make sure that no one finds out what I'm up to, as all I could do was the paperwork. But either way, I didn't get it. So now I still have the money, and I'm looking into other places I can go, but there's nothing definite. I did write about all this in detail on my Ask FM when the decision came out. So thanks, Sherlock. But most of the people who donated are people who knew me and know my situation. Stop trying to make up shit and leave me out of whatever petty drama you want to have. The ex-Muslim atheist girl who fears that she's going to be killed by her fucking parents in a caliphate is referring to it as petty drama and calling people Sherlock when they ask where the fucking money is. Oh, she's got the money. Didn't get the visa, but she got the money. Okay, Sherlock? Fuck off with your petty drama. All right, I'm afraid for my life. The Underground Railroad, run by Jen and David Shieerat, couldn't get me out of the caliphate. Oh no, what am I going to do? My life is over. Whatever. Fuck you. Fuck you and your petty drama. Sanders 2020. Match me, motherfucker. We're going to win the presidency.
And then people would have started investigating and shit. Jesus, mate. Honestly, just... If you put your name on the charity, it's there. The internet is forever. And people will investigate if you piss them off. If you piss people off, they will look into your past. How do I know this? Because I'm doing this shit myself. Don't you think people looked into my past? Don't you think they didn't try to find shit about me? When you piss off people on the internet, this is what happens. And they will see that you have a charity, and yet you don't have a girlfriend next to you, you moron. And they're going to investigate, and they're going to find the exact same shit that I did. Imagine if someone is a person from the alt-right that you really pissed off. It's not that you got doxxed once before. Not to mention that these people...
Oh, that's right. Poor David. Poor David got doxxed once, you guys. Can we hold a candlelight vigil for David getting doxxed? Oh, wait, he faked that. Did Spino pretend to get doxxed? Yeah, it was a dumb attempt to make a point. He released this video, deleting his Twitter. Oh, he was making a point, V. Spino didn't get doxxed. He was just making a point. There's another line of bullshit that you bought from Spinosauruskin. The fucking MGTOW raising money for the ex-Muslim atheist girl to ride the Underground Railroad to America. Fake doxed himself. Just to prove a point. Just wanted to throw that up there in case anybody got a little confused. Alright, let's go back to V's amazing analysis.
That you're yapping your mouth constantly. And I have this information from other people which are also not basic human beings level. And they keep their mouth shut. Jesus fucking Christ, you moron. No, honestly, it's just... See, like... I assumed some level of intelligence that maybe you can't people, but no, you're just stupid. Now, let's talk about the girl. I'm not going to give your name, but I'm pretty sure you're watching this, right? If you don't care about your life, why do you expect other people will? Why do you go on about talking that you're an ex-Muslim on the internet and bragging about all these things and also pissing people off as well?
Because she's not real, V. Because it's a con job, V. Because David Shieerat and Jen and D conned people out of money. Because there's no evidence where the money went. Because nothing in the story makes any fucking sense. I'm supposed to believe some 20-something-year-old that fled to America set up an underground railroad network to rescue other Muslims? I'm supposed to believe that she was only $3,000 short from getting a visa? I'm supposed to believe that she's bitching about petty drama when people are worried that she's going to die? I'm supposed to believe that David Vaginas Are Icky Spinosauruskin decided to do this out of the goodness of his heart? No, V. I have to go back to an earlier point. I'm sorry. But I need to know where that fucking money is.
Show me the money! Where's the money, Lebowski? Where's the money, Lebowski? Where's the money? Where's the fucking money, shithead? Show me the money!
He's so naive. It's almost adorable, really. How just fucking naive he is. And how all these people keep popping up. There's Crowd. Oh, did David fake stocks himself? Oh, yep, he did. But we're almost done. We've got, what is it? Yeah, not that much. We'll listen to the rest. Let's see what his closing thoughts are.
Just keep your head down at least until this issue is resolved. I mean, the whole thing with me, all you had to do was the moment I mentioned Qatar, you could have contacted me in a DM and said, look, this is the problem that I have. Please don't mention Qatar, you know. Or anything else. And if you would have had this conversation with me, none of this would have happened. But imagine my surprise when I wake up in the morning and 5 of my friends tell me that I doxed you. In fact, your boyfriend still says that I doxed you. I was this close to dox you, you know, all of it. But unfortunately, I have some morals, despite people claim I don't. Even I claim I don't, but I guess I found some. It is annoying when you're accused of doxing, you know, because I would never dox someone. I don't want to put people in danger. I'm not that person. I'm really trying not to do all of this shit. And when I'm accused, it infuriates me. So, well, if I'm accused, might as well fucking do it. But at least I used the common decency, as you call it. And I said, well, you know, what if? And turns out I did the good decision. But someone else might have not. You could have just, again, contacted me, acted like a normal person. And again, just stop talking that you're an atheist. Stop talking that you do certain things that are haram. You know what those are.
No, actually, nobody does, because this bitch burned down every social media profile that she had the moment she left town with $7,000 dues. I mean, who's to say D was real? I have no proof that D was real. D could have been a name pulled out of an ass. And your private investigator, all they did was talk to the co-fundraiser. That's not really in-depth investigation. And of course, somebody, if they're part of the scam, they're going to tell you bullshit to make you shut up, V. Never listen to the source when you're investigating them. You investigate around them. They're going to lie to you by default. That's how that works when you're running a money hustle. Oh my God. Poor naive little V. All right, we'll take a little small break here, read some super chats, and get back into more of the lore that surrounds our little David. But so far, to bring us up to point, for those just joining, just joining the stream. David is a MGTOW who was in the press as being a MGTOW, who decided that he loved a girl's smile so much he was going to raise her $10,000. And the person that co-funded that fundraiser with him runs an underground railroad internationally to save Muslims. But with their combined effort and $10,000 raised, they couldn't save poor little D from, I don't know, honor killings? But there are no refunds. I mean, fuck you guys, no refunds. D keeps it all. Okay, she needs that money. She's got to cover herself in bacon. That's the only way to sneak out of Qatar. She has to cover herself in bacon so they won't touch her, and have a dog lead her out. That's the safest way to get out of a Muslim country. That's where the money went. Tough shit for all of you fuckers. You're not getting a cent of it back. All right, let's see. Where did I leave off? Where did I leave? Yeah, D's nuts, chat. That's right. D's nuts. All right, they're the donga berry ones. Well, let's continue. Where is it here? All right. From Smegma On Demand, hey Neros, I know you're going to watch this. My cell phone broke again. Call me so I can get your number again. And that's Neros as an N-U-R-R-O-S. So there's a message from Smegma. Give him a call. He needs your number. J Woke John Key, press 1 if you think daily beatings could have prevented all this retardation. Energy's X, Jade likes Hitler, but I'd like to know what other pull belief she has and what race does she hate. Well, she is similar to pretty much every other Asian in that she hates every other Asian. There is no more racist people on the face of the earth. Even the Nazis pale in comparison to their beliefs about a supreme race than an Asian talking about other Asians. They fucking hate each other, and they will pick apart any small detail they can, from the tone of the skin to the spacing of the eyes to the shape of the face. The conversations I've heard, I could write a fucking book about. Vladimir M. Ivanovic, top of the morning to you, Patio Furniture. Top of the morning to you. Iron Wolf Spear, Jim, what's with all these nigers? Just kidding. There's this girl I'm talking to. We had sex, but I don't know if she wants to be in a relationship. I'm 24. She's 19. Any advice? You don't know if she... Talk to her? Approach her like you would a fucking person? See if she wants to go on a date? I don't know. From NA, hello Jimmy Boy. I'm an affiliate with Shieerat. Please stream Snipe Sargon and ignore the Shieerat stuff. It will not be funny. Trust me, Goyam. From Scat Bukaki, keep fighting the good fight, Jimbo. Favorite Primarch. Again, I'm going to try to avoid as many questions as I can to stay on topic. David's little guardian angel was working overtime the last 3 weeks, and we've got more to get through. From Ian McDonald, Jim, I sent you some new furry shit on the old Facebook Messenger. Check it over. Well, you know, there was one story, one furry-related story. Maybe we can break up the David segment with this. It'll be short, 10 minutes at most. Let me pull it up. It's not related to the zoo sadism thing. It's just another fucking furry doing what fucking furries do. So let's pull it up and take a look. Furry enthusiast sent to prison for raping young boy. And this is from Michigan, apparently. An apparent furry fandom enthusiast who dresses up as a cartoon character has been sentenced to prison for no less than 25 to 40 years. Kyle Damian Kurberski? I'm just going to call him Kyle Damian. Of Kentwood was sentenced by the County Circuit Judge William Moretti on Tuesday, October 2nd. He was found guilty of first-degree criminal sexual conduct on August 22nd following a jury trial in Muskegon County Circuit Court. The charge is punishable by up to life in prison. Kyle, was that his name? Yeah. Where are we here? Kyle was accused of repeatedly raping the child in 2015, according to the county prosecutor's office. Police began investigating after receiving a tip from the Child Protective Services. The prosecutor's office agreed to dismiss without prejudice an additional charge of lying to the police. On Tuesday, before Marietti read his sentence, Kyle looked back at family members and whispered, "It's going to be okay." When Marietti asked if Kyle would like to make a statement, he pointed to a letter he sent to the court and said nothing more. Sean Haff, his attorney, said that his client had limited criminal history and deep mental health issues, which his client was working on. Could those deep mental health issues be that he's a fucking furry? Maybe. Senior Assistant Prosecutor Mary Farrell said, Kyle's crimes were among the most heinous crime we can deal with here. The defendant did not take accountability for his actions, Farrell said. He wrote out several confessions, but did not take responsibility for his crime when he filed his plea. The victim of the crime, Farrell continued, has been dealing with the trauma following the incident, but has made, according to his grandmother, a complete turnaround. The victim is on track to be released from a health service facility for children and feels vindicated by the guilty verdict. On his Facebook page and Twitter account, and I checked these out earlier, just on the off chance we ever did get around to covering this. Oh, hold on. No script kicking in there. He locked his Twitter account. I guess he didn't want to be embarrassed. The furry that rapes children and went to prison for life wanted to make sure his tweets were protected. You know, in case people made jokes about him. Smart thinking. Smart. Maybe don't rape kids. And you wouldn't have to be locking your fucking Twitter account. I don't know. Might have been a different approach to take. But he did post a YouTube video of a parade of furry enthusiasts at the convention they held in Holland. I don't know, chat. Are you interested? Would you like to see his furry parade video? Which isn't, by the way, privated or hidden. It's fully viewable. Would you like to see the child raping furry parade in Holland? Should we throw that up on screen? Any takers on that? I don't know. I'll let chat catch up real quick. Press G to gas them all. Yes, that's correct, chat. Yeah, they want to see the furry parade. The child raping furry parade. Okay, you asked for it. Let's take a look. Here we are with the Holland child raping furry parade. I believe that's him. I believe he's the guy in the front. I think that matches what he don't. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's him. Yeah, that's what I want to see. Furries in S&M gear with guns. That's. Hey, come here, children. Come here. Pet the pony. Pet the horsey in the fucking bondage gear. And if you don't pet him, here comes Tony the Tiger with a fucking AK-47 dressed as a cheerleader. It's your worst fucking nightmare. You know, I just thought of it, but do you think the reason fursuits are so popular is it the only way that sex predators can get around without being identified? Do you think that's what the secret is? Do you think they're all like, the majority are like convicted sex predators, but the way they can move around society with nobody paying attention is to dress up like a giant gay bear and just walk around dressed as a cheerleader? That is one fat fucking fox. You know, I'm noticing a lot of heavy set furries. The smell inside those costumes has got to be fucking awful. I just try to imagine fat folds that have just been heated up to 300 degrees Fahrenheit inside a fucking wool costume. Just, oh, those poor children. Those poor raped children having to deal with not just the trauma of it, but the fucking stench.
Yeah! You guys are killing me here, guys. Work with me. No, but you
Imagine having to sit down at trial. Imagine yourself as a 9-year-old in a courtroom talking about a brutal sexual assault and having to describe to the jury, the prosecutor, and the judge that it was a dude dressed up as Scrappy Doo that did it to you. That is some harsh shit. That is like, I don't think there's enough therapy in the world to get you over that. That Scrappy Doo held you down and there were squeaking noises as it happened. What a fucking living nightmare.
This guy is being held for hostage. If you wish for a safe return, you will bring your shinies to me at an undisclosed location. I will not be afraid to abuse the cat. Pinky! Where are we right now? Maybe. Yeah!
Oh my god, how many of these fuckers are there? We're only a minute and a half into this furry parade. I don't know how much worse it can get. Luckily, it's only 3.5 minutes. Then we'll go back, do some super chats, get back to David. But let's continue on our walk of shame.
At least one other person clap with me. Woo! See, this is why we need music.
It's hard to hype without music.
Get the music going.
How many of them are in there?
It's gonna be loud enough. Yeah. How many?
How many?
Yeah! Come on!
The last one.
Oh, fucking Christ. Oh, how, we might actually be watching the perpetrator and the victim on the same video. Right? That dude was at this convention, and he's accused of sexually assaulting some kid repeatedly for a year. What if that's the kid? What if that's a kid, and they stuck a fucking furfag head on him, and made him go through this march of sex offenders? God, fucking Christ. Ah. Jesus, that was the only child. It's like a fucking human sacrifice. It's a furry chew toy. They're literally displaying it for everybody. Oh, that would be fucked up, man. If this video is the perpetrator and the victim in the same parade.
No, I'm not being drawn.
Less than a minute to go. Can you handle the punishment of this never-ending furfag parade? I don't know. It's like 50 seconds, 40 seconds.
Seriously, how many are in there?
All of them. Every one of them. There's 100 tags. There's got to be at least 100 people.
There was like 90 something. I saw a 97.
Wow, look at like nearly all of them. He's standing here looking at us. Yeah. Wow. There he is. Wow. Yeah. More music. Someone's got it.
Someone's got it. Get up here.
Okay, that's the end of the furfag parade. That actually kind of left me a little unnerved, I'll be honest with you. Because that one kid in the middle of it, and this is where that sex offender went, and this is the video apparently he put up. Oh, fucking Christ. Alright, where do we leave off? The messenger thing? Okay, there we are. Mad Max, thanks for grooming me. Sweetie Squad for life. The horrification. What's your opinion on Doug Stanhope? Again, I'm going to try to avoid the question so we can keep on track. Hackerism 1, gamers rise up, time to sunset the anti-gamers. Hashtag Sargon. Hashtag BernieBro. Hashtag Drumpf. And hashtag Gamergate 2.0. From Lord Shekel, will you join Soygon in saving the West? Ink Penification. What's the most likely scenario for the future? Nuclear war, mass riots, or civilization's slow collapse? I'm going to go with slow collapse, but we'll see. Butterfuck. And before Jim gets assassinated, gangweed, we live in a society. Fran Madarkey. This stream brought to you in part by Bunty King style, trademark butt gravy, now in chunky flavor. Yeah, just getting a visual image of that one in my head. From Icarus, Clop in Hell with the Yiffmeisters, Ross. Sweetie Squad, rise up. From Jay Dyer, fun, partying, yeah, it's Sunday, getting down on Sunday. Rebecca Black. Oh, fuck, I should probably use that. I should probably use that song. This is OG Say More Homie. I warned you about the Blues Clues track and you fixed it, Tataker. Tataker, sorry. I'll tell my fellow thug monkeys to stand down. The South Central will rise again. From the Brat poster, I want to sniff brat ass. Officer Anon, hey Jim, what's going on, big guy? Well, we're covering Shieerat today. That's what's going on. From Kenshin891, when will the skeptics finally help end persecution? Hashtag if lives matter. From Hatch Zero, domestic abuse is the last stand of implicit white identity. The Substantial Beard, Big Daddy Hamsters in Hampshire. Cheesy, yo Jim, I gotta catch a flight while your stream is on. I hope you make Piss Rat shake in his waterlogged boots. From Ketchup Pizza, long live patio furniture. We'll read 5 more here and jump back into Shieerat. From With Nail, Viva La Hampshire. Code Guy, I really need some humor and levity today. Thanks for streaming, Jim. Timothy Reaper, would you kindly feed me peanuts? From Morse M, hey Jim, you mentioned Moot last time, so I thought you might get a laugh out of this. And it's a Immigrant. I will take a look at it later. From Paige Folt, I hate niggers, I hate Jews, I hate Spics, and Arabs too? Go ahead and try to sue. I gotta cash up the wazoo. Apparently this person has found a way to snake around Google moderation using different lettering choices. Very well done, Paige. Very well done. Google will probably catch up, but one step ahead of them for today at least. From Miscarriage of a Cod, I didn't even get to read Loki. And finally, from Tillup, what's your favorite Death Grips track? Also, if you ever get sued, you and Nick Rackets can make a lot of money streaming that shit. Well, everybody wants to see a lawsuit happen while you're wearing Labo gear. Let's be honest about it. Okay. So, we've got a little background on David. We're back into David now. David, the guy that loves the girl's smile. Oh, her smile was what made me con people out of $7,000. She's so beautiful. So beautiful. Now, there's some interesting things about David that we've got to cover, I think are important. Because I want to try to paint a picture of who he is and where I think he's headed. So he's a MGTOW. He's you could call him an incel, I guess. Well, I guess he wouldn't be involuntarily celibate. So he's not an incel. He chose to be celibate. So he's just I guess an MRA. He's a MGTOW. But he helps out D, a totally real girl that absolutely totally exists, and she disappears with the money, refusing to answer the question where the fucking money is. But I think you're going to start to notice a trend with David, and see if you can follow along. Okay? Our Muslim girl, right? She's raised in a Muslim environment, probably conservative, fairly conservative on her viewpoints, coming from a conservative background. A very structured environment. But I've noticed a trend with David that he seems to really like women like that, and it drives him crazy because none of them have any interest in how horny they make him. Like here he is with the chick that did the Red Pill movie, and I want you to look at his face. That's David on the right, just staring her the fuck down. He's actually biting his lip. He's so horny, he has to physically hurt himself to stop from leaping over that table and sniffing her hair. He just wants to get in there and give it a snifferoo. I don't see what the problem is. My name's David the MGTOW. I raised money for D and got her out of the caliphate. You owe me a vagina. He's very excited. Oh, I want to just sniff her a little bit. But no, that's not going to happen. And we can't forget Lauren Southern either. I mean, David has a bit of a thing for our little Lauren. I mean, you've heard the clip already.
Good morning, Lauren. I've just raped you.
Yes!
Even did a 2-hour stream with Lauren. 2-hour stream with her. Where he just awkwardly fumbles and bumbles around. try to smash that ass. He wants to be one of those animus on her spats. He just wants to live on her thighs, but Lauren's not having any of it. Sorry, David. This is no-go zone. You may not enter here. There's nothing for you. Lauren doesn't want you creeping in her DMs, which he tried to do. Hey, I've heard rumors that you rejected David Shieerat, and that's why he's like this now. Is that true? To which Lauren Southern responds, lol, I didn't even reply to his messages because I was working 2 jobs, going to uni and making vids, so he blocked me on everything and went social justice warrior. So David has been denied pussy so much by so many conservative girls that he can't fucking take it anymore. He's going to go bat for the other team. Because while they... I don't want to jump ahead of myself, but he's not getting any conservative pussy. It's no-go for you, David. No red pill pussy, no Lauren Southern pussy, no D the magical ex-Muslim girl pussy. No pussy for you. No matter how much you like their smiles, David. They're not letting you in their spats. And that made him angry enough to become an SJW, where he started targeting his old friends, made a fake Sargon of Akkad parody account and went after him, started shit-talking all the others in his little group of influence, all because women wouldn't have sex with him, even though he did a news article where he told people he doesn't like vaginas very much. Very, very strange, David. Very strange. Now, with David, he's going through a progression, and this is my theory on him. I think David desperately wants some hot Republican pussy. He wants that conservative cunt, but he can't get it. He can't get it, and it makes him mad. Makes him really fucking mad that he can't get that Lauren Southern hole. So he bats for the other team. But he very shortly finds out that a majority of the women on the other team are actually dudes. They're all dudes, David. I know you went to bat for the libs, but apparently they have more penises over there than the Republicans do. And so David was left with no choice. He has to go through the full transformation. He has to become the girl himself. I love how quickly Michelle found my tweet, and that's so mad online. She's calling me an egg. It's okay. You'll get over me being prettier than you one day. Oh, really, David? One day? I think that day's coming soon. I've seen how long you've grown your hair out. It's from Chloe Adams. Look, I'm not trying to imply anything, but your hair is following the exact pattern mine did when I was in egg mode. Egg mode? What? Egg is a trans community slang for people who refuse to accept that they're trans, as those who are still in the closet to themselves. David is becoming a woman. Can we give him a round of applause? What a beautiful girl you are, David. You follow that dream. Even the other trans activists on his side of the fucking internet think that he's becoming trans. Everybody does. David got so angry he couldn't get conservative pussy that he decided to become a girl himself, probably so he could fuck himself. I think that's the end goal for David. He's going to sit naked in front of a mirror and fuck himself. Because if nobody will give him pussy willingly, he will become the pussy and do himself. That's, as I like to call it, David's just feeling transtastic right about now. Beautiful, long, luscious, flowing hair. Getting a sassy girl attitude on the internet. You can't stop David. D0nga. We don't want to dead name her anymore. D0nga's a beautiful woman. A beautiful woman. Doesn't need Lauren Southern anymore. Fuck your red pill movies. I don't care about D the magical ex-Muslim girl. I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to put on this pretty dress, slap on some lipstick, get naked in front of a mirror, and just fuck the shit out of myself. Welcome to the current year. We get her done differently here. Yes, that's a very big brain move, chat. I'm reading chat right now. It froze up for a second, but yes, it is a big brain move. Everybody clap. Thank you for the claps. D0nga is a beautiful woman. Doesn't need a date. Will date themselves. Long, luscious hair. Even the trans activists on the liberal side of the internet think that David's a tranny. Everybody thinks that David's a tranny because I think David is. He just isn't being completely honest with himself. We need to be supportive, okay? We need to offer a helping hand and create an inclusive environment in which D0nga can feel comfortable with herself. She can wear pretty dresses. She can put on the lipstick and the makeup. We should encourage D0nga to be true to herself. To work it, girl. You know what I mean? You gotta vogue, D0nga. You gotta get sassy with it. Sashay a little bit. Spice it up a bit. Everybody please clap. Yep. Just keep clapping, chat. Give D0nga her energy so she can come through. Now, one of the things you might have noticed about David, especially during the V stream and some of the statements he made, was he was involved basically in a scam. He's seemingly insane. He repeatedly talked to Kraut. He faked his own docs, and he accused others of doxing. And, you know, it's weird because I've heard and seen these tactics play themselves out in the last year. D0nga recently accused Ralph of doxing people with his Discord, even though it was a complete bullshit joke. D0nga has gone on tirades about the evil alt-right, about the things the evil alt-right does. And it brings me back to this Wizard of Cause conversation. I keep going back to it in my head because things start to click more and more. This is David arguing with Wizard about where the origin of things started. And Wizard tells him, "You fucked yourself." And he said, "How did I fuck myself?" "Well, shall we revisit when you were frantic about your lady friend? The place this all began. The help you begged me for. The way I told you directly not to bring that reckless imbecile in. And how he fucked that all up. I had nothing to do with this crusade. And my shit died for it." So what is Wizard talking about? I think pieces of information are starting to fall in line. David runs a money scam, and he gets called out on it, and he gets fucking angry about how he got called out on it. And the people that initially called him out on it were people on the alt-right and some of the skeptics. So David decides he wants revenge. And David gets together with some of the others, like Jeff Holiday and Wizard of Cause, and the imbecile. Who's the imbecile that he's talking about? Well, we have a sound clip. I can tell you who the imbecile is, but I'll let the imbecile do it himself.
I don't know why you recruited Spider. Honestly, the guy is dumb as a brick, and he doesn't.
I didn't really recruit Spider. That's the funniest part. Like Spider kind of approached me.
I didn't recruit Spino. He's referring to David. Kraut and V are in that conversation. That's one of the calls that leaked with Tonka. And he's telling V, V's asking, "Why did you bring David on board for your 24-hour opsing?" And Kraut tells him, "I didn't. David invited me on. This was all David's show. David was the one that set this up. It corroborates what Nick is saying. David Shieerat is so embarrassed that he lost $10,000 to a fake Muslim girl that he started a fucking internet war with everybody that wronged him. And every dirty, dumb tactic that he's used for the last year and a half bitching about that has been in petty revenge because he doesn't know where that fucking money is. David, I want to know, where's that fucking money, D0nga?
Show me the money! Where's the money, Lebowski? Where's the money, Lebowski? Where's the money? Where's the fucking money, shithead? Show me the money!
Show me that fucking money. Where did it go? It just didn't disappear, D0nga. You started an internet war because you got duped or because you were part of a duping scheme. This is amazing. The lore gets deeper every day. Every day the lore gets deeper. And there's little D0nga in the middle of her beautiful transition. You know, let's go back, because it really is. It's a trans-tastic kind of thing. And D0nga's just really fucked up about it. And starts the shit show we've been watching for a year now. This is David Shieerat's doing. David Shieerat is behind all of it. All because he doesn't know where that fucking money is. And because he's sick of hearing, "Where's the fucking money, David?" Are you kidding me? a mentally unbalanced MGTOW that's transitioning into a beautiful girl doesn't know where the fucking money is. And so he wants to burn the internet down in revenge. What? You couldn't write this. Eat your fucking heart out, soap operas. Anime, sit your ass down. Davina's here to write a script nobody saw coming. Even the best of Hollywood studios couldn't keep track of shit like this. It's some next level stuff. But there's more. Because, I wanted to gather up as much as I could. I want to paint the best picture of Davina. And when you're looking at this all kind of playing itself out, Davina's anger at not getting hardcore Republican pussy. Davina's anger at being made fun of because he doesn't know where the fucking money is. Davina's quest for revenge against the evil alt-right and those skeptics that apparently helped them. Namely, I guess, V. When you look at all of these autistic fucking actions, you're left with a question. Does our beautiful trans girl have actual autism? Well, let's take a look at some personality traits, and then we'll see if we can puzzle together whether David's actually autistic, or that's just a joke. This is from their old Ask FM. How do you maintain sanity with all the idiots who talk to you daily? I've been born with a sense of intellectual superiority that makes me feel like I'm always the smartest person in the room, no matter what. Often having the ability to show it can help, though, so I'm used to feeling like I'm surrounded by idiots. Oh, Davina, you're so smart. Oh, my little Davina's so smart. Oh, intellectual superiority, you sound like Garanchev. Oh, intellectual checkmate. Oh, what a big boy you are, David. Nobody says shit like that. No, I mean, I guess they do when they're completely well-adjusted and normal, Davina. So could our little Captain David have autism? I don't know. Are there more clues that might point to potential autism with Davina? What other evidence might we have? Well, how about a tweet for Mommy? Mommy put a tweet out, Davina, about how dirty your dirty, disgusting little room is, Tinkle Boy. This is what Spino's room looks like a lot. Like Spino Mum. Oh, look at his beautiful room, guys. That's after Davina had a little tantrum. Maybe his mommy asked him where the money was. And so Davina just wrecked it. Don't you dare ask me where the money is. Don't you know how smart I am? I'm intellectually superior to you, bitch. How dare you ask me where that money is? I'm so fucking smart. Oh, Davina. Dirty room, overinflated sense of self-importance. Smug attitude, inability to read social cues. It's starting to add up here, isn't it? It's starting to add up. I mean, it wouldn't be shocking, I suppose, if we came to find out that our little Davina was a member of the autism forums for the Asperger's and autism community. Oh, beautiful little Davina. What golden post might exist there that our little friend Shieerat might have written? I don't know, chat. Should we read his autism posts? Would you like to go read David Shieerat, Davina, our beautiful $10,000 girl's autism post? I don't know. You're going to have to tell me. He is pretty smart. I don't know if we can handle how smart he is. Is it something you'd be interested in? You tell me, chat. I'm seeing a lot of yeses. I'm seeing quite a bit of yeses coming up. Well, see, this is where the showman in me takes over. Okay? I'm going to make you wait a minute because I need a little break. We've been going for about an hour and 20 minutes. An hour and 20 minutes. I'm going to go have a soda. I'm going to calm down my vocal cords a little bit. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to read Davina's beautiful autism forum posts, one after the other. And we're going to learn about how smart our little David is, and how hard his little life is, and how he has difficulties interacting with people, and how if you stare at somebody, it's a death sentence. Oh, there's some gold in this. I'm going to put on a little background music. I'm going to put up a little scroll that says, hey, 5-minute break. I'm going to go take a piss, grab some popcorn, get settled in, get ready, and we're going to dig through the TISM forums on our beautiful little baby girl. I think it's going to be fun. I think everybody's going to like it. Let me just put this up in case anybody wanders in. Oh, I got to move that up so it's actually readable. One moment. Almost there. There we go. We'll do a 5-minute break. I will be right back, and then we'll read the autism forum posts. I think you guys are going to like this. I think it's going to be fun times. Go take your break, take a piss, grab a drink, and we'll get going. And we're back. I'm being informed by some people that little D0nga and her would-be boyfriend, Wozlee, are upset on Twitter. If you could send your condolences to this beautiful couple dealing with brave issues, I think they'd appreciate that. It's hard living in a world where people just don't understand D0nga's transition. So send your fucking your words of encouragement to Wozlee and D0nga, our beautiful trans couple. Hopefully they can get through all this difficulty. So we've got a bunch of posts, and people have taken the time to archive a majority of them and to list them in chronological order. So I don't even know where we should start, to be honest with you. There's so many things. We've got relationships, social anxiety, dating and love, autism spectrum, interests, off-topic obsessions, religion, friends, family, and social skills, and oh, there's an even bigger one, just general autism talk. But let's start, I think, at the beginning. Let's introduce ourselves. And I'll put these up on screen as I read them. Take them a second to load, though. He's known on the forums as Spinosaurus King. Okay. Just one moment while I go through and I find I had some of this organized ahead of time. I was mostly working on the art contest, but we're going to go through a lot of it. So let's find our little D0nga. All right. Well, here's one in an introduction thread. Let me put this up on screen. Where's my capture? I got to pull this stuff down here. Pull that off. Pull that off. Go to window capture. Should be showing up. Let me try to get that a little bit better on screen. Is that showing up better? There we go. Lots of posting. Good karma. Spinosaurus, well-known member. Just remember that. Spinosaurus on the Autism Forum is a well-known member. Talking about amino acids in an introduction thread, I don't know. I mean, every single person has some arbitrary archetype of what normal is, of which they would be bloody lucky to find a single person who has has every single attribute that they could class as normal. And even then, that architect is nowhere near common, let alone a majority. And so considering someone not normal or weird is arbitrary, judgmental, and completely wrong. All that means is if someone says it's not, if someone says it is, my spidey senses say that this specific aspect of you is not what I consider acceptable. So never bother with being normal, because most of humanity, whatever you do, will be considered weird for something. Now, the important thing about this, and why I wanted to start off with this one, is remember David's room? You see what's in the background there? When he's talking about his spidey senses tingling? Well, there's Spider-Man. Because David's so smart, he likes to talk about things that relate. So in case anybody thought, maybe this isn't actually him. No, David would be autistic enough on the Autism Forum to talk about Spider-Man, because apparently he loves him. He wants to be all up inside Peter Parker. Maybe he wants to be the new Mary Jane. Maybe that's what this is all about. D0nga wants to take her place. Beautiful. Beautiful and brave. Oh, there's so many to pick from. We're just going to go through them. We're going to go through them all, chat. I'm sure we're going to find some gold nuggets. It'll be an adventure. An adventure digging through the Autism Forums for D0nga's posts. All right, I think that, there are only 3 introductions, so we'll move past that. You know what? Let's just jump into the deep end. Let's go into love, relationships, and dating. I love that they organize these. Makes it so much easier to go through. It's in a thread called Your Relationship Status, and they're discussing love. Okay, sorry. Okay. Yeah, of course. This is D0nga, right there at the very top. I'm in love with a lesbian girl. See her every day. Planning to tell her that so... Wow. In love with a lesbian girl. See her every day. Planning to tell her that we can't see each other anymore. Sighs. Oh, heartbreaking. Is that why David wants to become D0nga? Does David always seek the unattainable? Is that why he became a MGTOW? Not because he actually thinks women are horrible, but because none of the women that he wants will touch him. Lauren Southern ain't gonna touch him. That red-pilled chick ain't gonna touch him. D doesn't even exist. And he's in love with a lesbian girl. Way to aim for the stars, champ. I'm sure you can get her to love the D, David. Beautiful. Beautiful and brave. Really smart. No wonder you're having relationship problems. You're trying to fuck somebody that has 0 interest in fucking men. How dumb are you? Oh, there are more. There are more, so bear with me as we search for more of D0nga's posts. Oh, well, let's find out what his preferences are. Apparently, he's talking about them. There we go. Meh. Everyone has some kind of preference. I don't seem to have any criteria for the appearance of a girl, but I do have some personality traits that I need for it to work, and I will also try not to sound offensive. Like how she would need to be responsibly intelligent for me to have a decent conversation with. I would say that you shouldn't get worried about it. Remember, David is intellectually superior to the majority of you plebs out there. All right, he's just very smart. He has to maintain his sanity. And when he finds a beautiful lesbian girl, he needs her to be smart too. Because if she's not smart, she can't keep up with his smartness. And that's just not going to make the relationship work. Brilliant. No physical requirements, but that bitch better be able to read. Otherwise, it ain't happening. He's a picky boy. He's a picky boy. Let's see if he talks about any more preferences for the ladies in the love section of the autism forums. Oh, we've got some more here. Let's jump in. From Spinosaurus Skin again. Yeah, I'm with these guys. Try to form some kind of relationship before anything. Then tell her when you feel the time is right. Try to get onto it in a conversation. One idea is maybe talk about a TV show or movie where the character has Asperger's and bring it up there. I'm sure there are plenty of other ways you could do it, though. Can you picture David? I almost feel like this is something that happened to him in high school. I want you to picture David going up to the lesbian girl. And I want you to picture the lesbian girl as like the most cliche, stereotypical bull dyke kind of chick you can, where there's no way you could confuse it, right? Where she is just really super fucking open about, I have no interest in men. I am a super lesbian. Get your penis away from me. And here comes David, awkwardly strutting across campus, up to this lesbian girl. And he, you know, the first thing he says is, "What's your IQ?" And after she just stares at him, he finally tries to work it in. Because he wants her to know that he has Asperger's, that he's autistic. So he just casually works it in by using a TV show that might deal with something similar. Hey, have you ever seen Life Goes On? You know that retard Corky? Yeah, that's me. Would you like to go on a date with me? I'm too autistic to understand that you only want to go muff diving. Would you please go on a date with me? Oh, David, what are you doing, champ? Maybe you shouldn't have become a MGTOW. Maybe the reason you should have asked a straight girl out on a date might have been a better approach to this, David. Oh, nope, that's the... Okay. All right. Was there another one in here? Please tell me there's not another. There is another one. Okay. That was from the love and relationship thread. Let's continue on. Where was the social interactions one? No, obsessions and interests. Oh, family and social skills. Here we go. I really wanted to play a sound clip for you. I honestly, I looked for it. I could not find the timestamp. It's in the conversation he has with Lauren Southern. And when David's talking to her, his mother interrupts them and yells at him because he pissed on the floor. She actually interrupts his conversation and says something to the effect of, "Why can't you wipe after yourself?" All right, David has a tinkle problem. He's not a big boy, can't clean up after himself. You saw that tweet of his room, you get the picture. He's a messy boy. He lives in his brain because he's smart. But, these are things that would make a conversation with a woman awkward. Telling her that you're like Corky from Life Goes On. Trying to hit on her if she's a lesbian. Having your mother scream at you about peeing on the floor when you're hitting on Lauren Southern. Just things like that. So you can imagine he probably has some social interaction issues. Let's see if he lays them out for us in that particular portion of the forums. My parents both had issues with accepting, but it was mainly due to ignorance as to what it actually was. You're just ignorant. Okay, you're ignorant, Mom and Dad. You don't understand. You don't understand. I really wanted to fuck that lesbian. This is your fault. This is your fault you want to have sex with me, Mom. Wipe my tinkles up. Wipe my tinkles up and you put my Spider-Man poster back up on the wall. Why is it you can't understand these things? Oh, we've got another one. Yeah, I guess that's the main issue. It's also probably why none of us are really sure what to do. Because we can't keep eye contact intuitively. And if you doubted he has trouble looking at people, I don't know. He can't do eye contact, but he can creepily stare at them when he's really horny. Look at that. She's not looking at me. I can avoid direct eye contact. Oh, I just want to smell her hair. I just want to live in her sweater. I just want to get in there and I want to live inside it. And give it a snifferoo. Oh, David. David. You are a weird little fucker. Let me tell you. I hope there's a post about him playing with trains in here. in the thread entitled Aspies and Hugging, David has a post talking about his hug-related lifestyle. Nobody wants to hug me other than my weird friend or my mom when she isn't in psycho mode. Oh, aw. Oh, little D0nga. D0nga just wants a hug, you guys. After you wish D0nga and Wozlee happiness in their future relationship, just give him a hug. Give him a digital hug. Just go to his Twitter and just say, I'm with you, D0nga. I understand what it's like. I know that you can't pick up on social cues because you are literally autistic and you tried to date a lesbian. I understand that you have trouble tinkling in the toilet. I just want to give you a hug. I want to hug you, D0nga. I want to be your friend. It's not a mommy hug, it's a friend hug. All right, this is how bros do it. All right? It's how bros hug. It's how we're going to do it. I'm just working my way through the post, chat. We've got plenty to go through. Take our time and read the nuggets of wisdom that D0nga has for us. Maybe with some positive encouragement, D0nga, I don't know. Maybe with some positive encouragement, D0nga will tell us where that fucking money is. Oh, we've got a long post. This is a bit of a paragraph. What thread is this in? Has anyone gone through life cycles? All right, well, D0nga has. And they're going to tell us about their very personal life cycle. Even the stages of it. It's very detailed. Very impressed. My stages. Up to 5, no noticeable differences. I'm sure I watched a huge amount of child's TV and tried to interact with people in that way. From 5 to 11, I was the gifted child in my school. They hated that. I had a problem with authority even at that age and was the only atheist in a strong Christian school. But my weirdness was written off as quirky, purely because I was clever. 11 to 13, severe is all caps, by the way, severe psychological bullying from the kids in my grammar school. I was now on a level playing field of intelligence, and so my weirdness started to really show itself. And my lack of social skills meant I was unable to deal with the bullying, even to the extent that my friends started to join in. I had several meltdowns that were written off as a reaction to the bullying, and I got in a few free punches in the process. I wonder if the teachers ever suspected. So he's telling us he was so fucking autistic, even his friends started talking shit about him. Brilliant. From 13 to 15, did not give a flying fuck about what anybody said or did. My skin had been thickened by the bullying. Not in a good way either. I was angry, had little care for anyone, and just tried to do what I came to school to do. Learn. I made a friend through who I found had AS, I guess autism spectrum or Asperger's, and informally diagnosed me a long time before I knew what it was. So David wasn't professionally diagnosed being autistic. He was informally diagnosed as being autistic by a friend. 15 to 16. Due to my communication issues, my GCSE exam was build-up was by no means painless. I was screamed at by my parents and even locked out of the house at times. I went into a stage of clinical depression, of which my uncaring parents just wrote off as being a lazy teenager. I became irritable. I hated everything and thought about suicide way too much. High doses of painkillers were at arm's reach, but luckily I didn't know the lethal dosage, so I decided it probably wouldn't have worked. And at the time of writing this, I guess this is 16 now. Oh, 16 till now. If this is 2014, he'd be 17 at the time he wrote this. I've kind of grown up emotionally and intellectually. I have self-diagnosed in that time, and now seriously want to convince my mother to let me go further down the road. I can be really insensitive and irritable at times, and deadly tired. My attention span has always been bad, but I am finding it harder and harder to keep focus. School is getting difficult at times as well, with the need for explanation so detrimental to most exams, and now 7 weeks away from IAS. I'm probably going to completely ruin my prospects of getting into any university. Where are we? Keeping myself just above the metaphorical water of depression, lacking desire for fun at times, and general attention span and energy decreasing. Medicating energy levels with sugar and caffeine, not as effective as I would like. So, D0nga, our beautiful trans girl, our $10,000 scam artist, joins the autism forum because their friend made fun of them so much. Their friends told him he was such a weird little shit that when they finally said, "Are you fucking autistic, David?" He was like, "You know what? Yeah, I am. I must be. I must be fucking autistic." And he just went with it. And he probably had arguments, based on what we're reading with his parents, where he tried to convince them that, hey, I'm not just an insufferable cunt. I'm autistic and you have to put up with it. And mommy, when I tinkle outside the toilet, you need to wipe it up. That's your job. Get down there, champ. Start scrubbing those floors. David tinkles all over the place. He can't help it. It's like a Tumblr blog. David Shitrat's life is a Tumblr blog. He diagnosed himself with his own condition. He pees on the floor so his mother has to wipe it up. He gets scammed or is a scam artist. He tries to date lesbians because he's too fucking retarded to realize lesbians don't want to suck dick. He got so mad at the fact conservative girls wouldn't fuck him, he started an internet war. And according to the words that Nick and himself used, allowed an imbecile to fight the war for them. They're referring to Kraut. Brilliant. Oh, I can see why you're so smirt, David. Such a smirt boy. Let's delve deeper, chat. There's so many posts to go through. That one's not loading. Try another one here. Okay, what have we got? Oh, no, that was the Life Cycles one. All right. Do you apologize for no good reason? Let's see what this no good reason was. All the time. On Monday, I'll be apologizing more than I ever have before. I mean, the fact that I've destroyed a several-year friendship by telling a lesbian that I love her is going to need some serious apologies. And the fact that I'm unlikely to see her again is another apology. And anything else I can think of on the fly. Oh, it wasn't a stranger. He knew the lesbian. He knew the lesbian was a lesbian. And he still tried to fuck her. And he ruined the relationship. Oh, you're dumb. David, you were so fucking stupid. What are you doing? I thought you were smart. You told us how smart you were, David. Remember? You told us everybody around you is an idiot. And you tried to fuck a lesbian. You're so fucking dumb. What an idiot. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, God.
Good morning, Lauren. I've just raped you.
Yes!
Oh, just the master of pickups. Oh, David. What the fuck are you doing? Oh, sorry. What a dumb fucker he is. What a dum-dum. David, what a dum-dum you are. If the girl's a lesbian, she doesn't want to date you. That's not even an autism thing. That's just a common sense thing, you stupid fuck. Even an autist would know that. Faking autism is an excuse for making yourself look like an asshole at high school. They have a fucking thing about how to... Oh, Jesus, David. This is a thread said that's titled, how do I keep eye contact with people? And somebody said, focus on the eyeball. And then he said, which eye? People have two of them. Oh. Oh, you're so dumb. This isn't autism, it's stupidity. You're a fucking idiot, David. Which one? Pick one. It's in the middle of their fucking face. They're not gonna like specifically know which fucking eye you're looking at. Oh, you're stupid. God, what an idiot. No wonder this crowd shit didn't work. No wonder the 24-hour Discord ops failed. David's a fucking moron. A dirty, dumb fucking moron. No wonder it all blew up in his stupid fucking face. Kraut, holy shit. This guy's dragging you down. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Kraut, David is fucking over your Discord ops. He's the fucking moron that's screwing you over. Oh. Let's go into the obsession and interest section. See if we can find some more. Huh. Well, they've got 2 eyes. I don't know what to do. I'm so fucking confused. Tries to date a lesbian. What a fucking idiot. Oh, we might be. Maybe the love and the self-diagnosis and the hitting on lesbians thing, that might we might have crested the mountain on those. Oh, yeah, it's just a lot of the other ones are him going into technical talk. Let's see if we'll check out off topic. Maybe there's some good gems in there. What is this thread? Who else loves to sleep? Oh, there we go. I sleep as a drug. Chasing the purple dragon of not being tired. Andy, he beat you to it. You thought you were so original with Purple Dragon. Who knew autistic, lesbian hitting David Shieerat beat you to it years ago? You're gonna need a new name. Okay, I think we might have crested the mountain. I think we've gotten the basic gist of David Shieerat. I don't know. I'll check out general chat to see what they think. Oh my god, what a fucking idiot this guy is. Oh. So let's see. What do we have? What do we have when it comes to David Shieerat? We've got a self-diagnosed autist whose friends made fun of him so much he convinced himself that he is actually autistic. He then went on to ruin a relationship with somebody he knew was a lesbian, for years knew was a lesbian, and still tried to hit on them. When the lesbian probably told him, "You don't have a vagina, David, I'm not interested," he decided to become a MGTOW. Remember, he wrote that post in 2014. By 2015, he's in newspapers or news articles talking about men going their own way. So David made such an asshole of himself hitting on a lesbian in high school that the only way he could save himself from embarrassment was by becoming a MGTOW and saying that he hated women and he didn't want to be accused of rape and that he wasn't interested in vaginas. But he still couldn't shake that urge to try to bang chicks outside of his ability or league. So he hones in on Lauren Southern and other alt-right chicks. And like the lesbian, they're not interested. Except in this case where the lesbian wanted somebody with a vagina, these two, conservative chicks wanted somebody with a dick. And because dickless David doesn't know what the fuck he's doing because he doesn't know what eye to contact. Oh, what am I staring at? They've got 2 eyes. I'm so fucking confused. They rejected him. And he got so fucking mad about that again, the only way to save himself from embarrassment, just like what happened in high school, was he started an internet war on a Discord. And he brought in fucking Kraut to do his dirty work. Just because chicks won't fuck him. David is he's a chameleon. Lesbian girl won't hit on me, I'm a MGTOW now. Lauren Southern won't fuck me, I'm an SJW now. What's going to happen when David tries to fuck Dralasta? What are you going to become now, D0nga? Like, you're running out of skins to wear. There's no more camouflage to cover yourself in. You've hit the end of the road, D0nga. There's nowhere else to go. Oh. Well, I guess there is one final place that D0nga can go. There's one final act, and we all know what it is. He has no more sanctuaries to hide from his embarrassment. Fake doxing himself, becoming a MGTOW, starting an internet war. There's only one other card that he can possibly play. D0nga has to become a girl. It's the only way they can avoid being made fun of. It is a tale as old as time. In the trans community, there's a term called transtrender, which I think refers to people that are just being transsexual to be trendy, hence the name transtrender. That's not what David's doing, but there needs to be a term that applies to what David's doing, because it's somewhat similar. David's going to become transsexual. He's going to become a tranny to avoid being made fun of by probably hiding behind that label. And I don't know what that term is, but that's what it should be. It should apply to him. Give it a year, and this dude is going to be wearing a dress and taking hormones and talking about the real him. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. David will become D0nga within the next 12 months. He has nowhere else to go. With your self-diagnosed autism, hitting on lesbians. Oh, what a retard you are, David. Telling everybody how smirt you are. You're the opposite of smirt. I see Chad is trying to come up with the appropriate trans shielding. I don't know if that works, but maybe. Come on. There's got to be some transsexuals in the audience. There has to be a term for this. You must know what I'm talking about. Trans celibate? Transcel? Maybe. I actually like transcel. That transsexually celibate. David is so upset he can't get a girlfriend. He has decided to become a girl and use that as the excuse for why he can't date women. He is trans celibate. He's a transcel. Oh, David. Well, I hope you've enjoyed. We've gone 2 hours now on David. And I really wish I could have found the fucking clip of him tinkling. Or his mother arguing with him about him peeing on the potty. Because that was funny as shit. It is, if you look on YouTube, it's David Shieerat, Lauren Southern, 2015. And somewhere in that hour and a half, you will hear her in the background, like open the door and yell at him. And then he disappears for like a minute and comes back and he's once again awkward with Lauren. Like he couldn't be more awkward with the weird shit he fucking continually says to her.
Good morning, Lauren. I've just raped you.
Yes!
But that's the life of D0nga. I wanted to cover it as best I could. We went over the Autism Forum post. We talked about his past shenanigans and his embarrassments. And really, I mean, we're left with one question as we wait for him to fully transition to protect himself from being made fun of. Where is that fucking money, D0nga?
Show me the money! Where's the money, Lebowski? Where's the money, Lebowski?
Where's the money?
Where's the fucking money, shithead? Show me the money!
Well, it took a while. Transfugee, that's a good one. Trans going their own way, that's a good one too. Lots of good terms. Maybe we'll do a poll for it next week and see if we can come up with a good one. Trans going their own way, transcel. Yeah, these are all good. But we covered David, finally. After 3 weeks of it continually being stalled. We're finally at the point where we've covered D0nga. And should more D0nga shenanigans come to the surface, I will most definitely cover them going forward. If I can find the Tinkle clip, I will play it next week for everybody. And if you want to find it, again, that's a video you look up on YouTube to find it. But we've got an art contest coming up. It's pretty good. Lots of people put entries in for the D0nga Superberry Art Contest, and I think you're gonna like it. I think it's gonna be good stuff. I'm gonna read some super chats. We'll take 5 to 10 minutes to do that, and then we're gonna start looking at the Superberry Art Contest. And you guys are gonna pick a winner. You're gonna tell me which one you like the most. Got a lot of entries, a lot of talented people out there. But let me read some of these super chats. They built up a little bit, and we will continue. Just give me a moment to load up everything here. Hopefully you're enjoying Sunday Funday, folks. It's an interesting one this time. All right. From More STEM. Hey, Jim, you mentioned Moot last... Okay, no, I haven't read that one. I read that one. All right, lost my place for a second. I think we're good. I'm with herpes. Send Hillary underwear. Hashtag Ron Paul 2012. JToki12. Bring Diogenes back on. That was pretty funny. No, that wasn't on my show. That was on Rel's. From Blue Partition. Is this now an underwater hamster objectivism channel? We need to give this man funding. From Fino. Get fucking patio furniture in here. Trash person, thoughts on Digibro admitting to being a lolicon? I believe he did that. Didn't he do a stream with Tommy C where they talked about that? Victor Phantasm, boss build a rapture for furries called Frapture. They didn't painfully Titanic my people to Celine Dion recorder music. It'll be our last good bath. Also, if I die, for the sweeties. Cremate me so Kiro and the zoo crew can't get me. Yeah, you don't want them fucking your corpse in the woods. From Ange Valdez, autism. Tabby296, happy Sunday Funday, nice intro. From Finchy Bird, 11 kikes down, 5,999,989 more to go. Gentiles, rise up. From Taco Wraith, Jameson or Smithwicks. Jack Steele, trigger the tards, own the tards. The Turkish Zoo, a hamster chose, a gerbil obeys. Hamdrew Ryan. Joey Jojo, Lauren Southern is a pretty woman, but not pretty enough to fight the alt-right for. Now Pure Ruby 87, yeah, I would, but she would need to compensate me. Winking face. From Levi Maidens, can't wait for the next gym docs when we find out you're a Russian teen living in Japan. Merlot Williams, boss, I'm from the R&D team. We wanted to incorporate Hampshire into a section of Outer Heaven. Permission to continue. Well, of course. Who doesn't want an underwater hamster utopia? Brappy Hour, goblins are far more troublesome than you. Psycho Robot, has anyone really been far even has decided to use even go on to do look more like? From Solomon Birch, Chucky R. Law, sing up the R.A. Jimbo. From Internet Tab, how are you, Patio Furniture? I'm doing well. Marcos Bali, are you covered in shit yet? Anita Metacurian. From Sarah Dragon, first Sunday as a new manager, here's some coin. Master Plane, trigger to libs, own to libs. Yeah, that really is one of my favorite clips because it's so fucking retarded.
Trigger the libs, own the libs.
The fact that that he said it like that. And he gets that weird sneer on his face when he says it. From Captain Queemans, gonna play D&D right now, can't stick around for all the stream. Have fun talking about this neat gym. From Ani Renja, can't wait to read Hamster and Rand. Inebriated Llama, what do you think of Italian Mobster Twink Adventures so far? I don't even know what that's referring to. Robert, I've been drinking heavily today. Tomorrow before I drive to work, I'll use eye drops to clear out my bloodshot eyes and try not to speak so that nobody can smell the beer on my breath. Pray for me. Anarcho-monarchist, I smell a shit rat internet insanity coming. From Neville Warfer, finally a stream when I'm not sleeping. Take my hard-earned rubles. Kill me now. The camouflage autist knight Tinklewink. To think that someone that cool couldn't get Lauren Southern really gets the old neurons firing. From Banal Vulgarian, I see a bald head and I want to paint it black. I see a white van and I want to turn it black. I see them Dems doing bad in the polls. I sent out fake Minecraft TNT until their numbers rose. A toaster, speaking of child molesters, could you do a video on the Jehovah's Witnesses and the crazy stuff their governing body says and their refusal to report child abuse? I'm not actually that familiar with them. When it comes to like those kind of religious sects, I think about the depth of my knowledge would be Mormons and their magic underwear. When it comes to all the little different disparate groups. From Nay X300, would hit that trap, to be quite honest, probably. From Llama Boy, why are all these faggots British? It is a running trend, is it not? Oteris, have you thought about doing videos on 4chan and its insane shit? Also, do you need a bull? I know Irish moolies and lay pipe well. Thank you for the offer, but I think Jay Caesar might be more interested. Tune into the kill stream. Throw out the question over there. They might be interested. Thundersalt. When can the Sweetie Squad officially come to Outer Heaven Big Jim? When it's finished constructing Hampshire. Maziest Bobber. Drop Dead Cynical wants you on their podcast. Come join the Offshore Dynamo. Veggie Bad, are we living in an Orwellian or a Huxleyan society? I'd say it's more Orwell, because Huxley had some weird shit in his books. I'll be honest with you. My foreskin is missing. David is worried about giving her terrible sex. Willie to Denalia. Test Super Chat. Space Shank, women aren't worth it, just get a sex robot. Justin, 1982, great idea for the Wanksy versus D0nga fight. Make it old school bare knuckle rules where they fight on dirt and take shots of whiskey between rounds. read 5 more and we'll start to get into the art contest. David R. Jade doesn't exist. Jim fingered a hooker on stream and thus created a 4 times 365 24-hour op, and it's still counting. This guy gives us a bad name. Willie to Denalia. Love the content, Jim. Keep it up. Please say, Bobby, go to the recruiter, you fat fucking weeb. Be Hoa with me. El Goblino Exterminatus now. Orenja. Is Shieerat part of the Money Badgers? No, if I remember right, he was friends with them and then now hates them. Carnizzle. Wait, I think I remember the fundraiser. Laugh my ass off. William Berner. Jim, get Trump to tweet out hashtag underwater hamster objectivism to save the West. Makes as much sense as Sargon's gay ideas. Stay strong, bud. Docs or not, you'll always be my fat niger to me. And finally, T-Scott07. The amount of shit the universe is willing to do to keep you from Shieerat is scary, and that's just one skeptic. The world may end if you continue. All right. Let me start pulling up the art here. And we're going to take a look. I think you guys are going to like this, to be honest with you. It's a lot of good shit. Just give me one moment. Now, I had people send in a ton of art for this, and then I put up a pinned tweet so they could submit their art under it, and we've got a lot of art to go through. So I will read out the name of the person that submitted it, and I will full screen it so you can take a nice look at it, and then we'll see what chat thinks. And we'll take the best of the best and then put it to a vote. It's fairly informal. It's the first time we're really doing this, but again, we'll see how it goes. All right. Let me just get everything set up here, and we'll jump into it. Take me about a minute. How you doing? Let me ask chat. How you doing, chat? How's your weekend been doing? I'm seeing a lot of dongas. A lot of people talking about super berries. Well, I think you're all going to be pleasantly surprised. Okay, how can I do this where it will pull up? Because I want to full screen all the images. Oh, well, we'll just do it like this. Okay. All right, here we go. Again, thank you to my good buddy, Mr. Antipoli, for putting up all this amazing artwork. So let's Windows capture. Here we go. One of the earlier submissions titled Welcome to the Jungle from Fion Grancisco, and that's at Geonide on Twitter. We'll just give you a chance to look at beautiful art. Here we go. We've got a little Mr. Metokur in the bushes with a gun. There's a furry over there. Donga's got his tassels out. He's got his little spear. It's a magical fire place. Super berries floating in the sky. Always good. I guess it's a rain dance getting him to come down. Oh, we've got little Matt Mundane. Little Matt Mundane popping his head out. Taking a look at all the delicious super berries that are sitting out there. Now you tell me, chat, I'm going to ask you after I show you each and describe each on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being it's complete shit, 10 being it's pretty damn great. What do you think? And we'll do 30 seconds after each one. You give me your ratings, and that'll tell me who moves on to the next portion. So on a scale of 1 to 10, chat, where do you think this one sits? I'm seeing a lot of 7s and 8s. People are liking this one. And they've put some damn good work into it. You're going to see a lot of really good art in this. All right, so we got a lot of 7s and 8s on this one. A lot of high ratings. So that should be something. Yeah, Geonide, chat's loving it. If you're hearing this, if you're listening, they're liking your art quite a bit. We've got another one from Outsider, and that's at outside521-69565, entitled Trails of Tears. Pull this one up for chat. It's a little crippled donga. He fell out of his metal buffalo. You can see it in the background over there. He's got his title trophy in the foreground, 100-0 because he never loses. A Gamergate 2 headband on. Donga hungry. Donga can't make Superberry dance because Donga fell from wheeled iron buffalo. Oh, his fucking leg. His fucking leg is bent backwards. His fucking leg is snapped at the knee. There's wrestle up on the fucking background. Oh, he's got the tears. Okay. I see chat's just going straight through it. I'm seeing a lot of votes. First one we got a lot of 7s and 8s. This one we got a lot of 5s and 6. They seem to like the first one a little better. It's still very positive. Like this one quite a bit. I gotta say it's pretty fucking great too. I want to leave it up on stream enough for people to get a chance. Next up we got one from Fliskits. And that's at Fliskits. And this is D0nga Needs Superberries is the name of this picture. Make sure I got that full screen or as best as I can. There's D0nga in a wheelchair. Jim take all D0nga Superberries. D0nga mad. Wrestle Jim in real life. We've got V banging on the war drums with Kraut and I guess Pocahontas jumping in the background for joy screaming to war. And there are all the Superberries that Jim's getting that D0nga very upset about as he rides his metal buffalo into battle. The fucking V on the war drum's pretty good. It's a nice touch. I have to fault this one for realism, because failure, it needs to be fatter. But other than that, good job. Good job. Getting a lot of, let's see, letting everybody catch up. Everybody catch up to see what the rating on this one is. Yeah, this one's going wild from 6s to 8s. So, well, again, a lot of people liking the art. We've got a lot of art to go through. This is gonna be a tough one unless we got a pull ahead one that really just takes the fucking crown, really jumps out to the fucking forefront. Oh, people telling me that's not Pocahontas, that's Vamp Candy. Impossible. Well, you know, I'll let Andy make those jokes. I was gonna go somewhere. I'll let Andy make those jokes in preparation for his fist fight with D0nga. Here we go. We've got one from Sir Parzival, or Parsfail, sorry, and that's at Sir Parzival. And this one does Untitled. Oh, let me see if I can actually make this a little bigger. I'll go back if we need to go back. We got some text on this one, so let me read this one off. All D0nga tribe tried all things, even powwow with skinwalkers and outsiders who summon wrath of evil spirit, Zoom. The D0nga desperate. The Jim tribe take all D0nga. The Jim tribe take all things from D0nga. D0nga clay, D0nga blood, and even D0nga superberries. I love the incorporation. It's a fucking giant berry with a $sign. Jim tribe ask our people for dance, but there are no more war dances for D0nga tribe. Even D0nga war chief bound by seat of spinning cycles. And like day itself, great spinning circle and big blue sky set on the D0nga tribe. Now D0nga only have memories of superberries. This is really highly detailed, by the way. His headband is a fucking sad face. You see that? His frowning face. He's sitting in a wheelchair. And he looks fucking emaciated. Oh, I like the fucking format. The manga format is fucking very nice. It's very nice. A lot of people rating this one 8s to 10s. Very nicely done. They're digging this one. And again, if you want to see all of these, I will, after the stream, I'll repin the tweet where all the artwork is submitted underneath. So everybody can take a look and you can, save the pictures that you like. Let's go back. We'll take a look at some more of these. So far, everybody's digging the art. I mean, two so far pulled out ahead. I'd say Geonide did pretty damn well, and I'd say Sir Parzival right now is in the lead. Lots of people like that. Here we have one from Cap'n Crunch 3, and that's just app Cap'n Crunch 3. And it's a it's a very simplistic approach. There's our little D0nga. I think that's an accurate height. I'm going to be honest with you. That's probably about the height he is. He's about the height of a fucking Ewok, at least sitting down in his wheelchair. Maybe in real life. I'm not sure. Give everybody a chance to vote on this one. You can see he's so non-threatening, I'm not even pointing the gun at him. There's no point. You can't be killed by a Care Bear, so the gun is just pointing downwards. All right, I'm seeing it's ranging on this one between 4 and 6s. All right, And again, that was from Cap and Crunch. We've got one from Riddle of Flightning, and that's at Riddle Lightning on Twitter. It's a very straightforward approach. Me dancer super berries. I like the copyright symbol. You got to put that in there. And his table is apparently attached to the fucking wall so the leg doesn't stick on there. And it's just, I believe D0nga's holding up a fucking banana because his fucking head is caved in and he doesn't know what a goddamn telephone is. He's very fucking confused. He's very confused. I'll give chat a second to catch up. Throw your votes out on that one. Let's see what we get. Again, we've got a very wide margin on this one. Seeing some as low as 3, some people saying 10s. But it looks like we're, again, between 5 and 6 on this particular piece of art. Lots of people have their different favorites. I'm trying to get a feel for the room. Another one here from Marie Erickson, and that's at Violet Volpina, or Volpini, sorry. Oh, wait, was there a title on this one? Nope, no title. My people are happy. I should be too. But I just can't forget your betrayal. I believe he's offering me a luchador mask. There's D0nga and his tribe mates all dancing around the superberry fire. Very, very heartbroken. As he offers, yeah, that's a star. He's offering me the luchador mask to settle this in the fucking ring. Beautiful. All right, I'm seeing a lot of 5 to 7s on this one. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. We've got one from Abric Rumpt. Let's take a look. There's D0nga holding up a gas can. Infinity to 1. Apparently in this future version, D0nga has won infinite numbers of matches. Except for the one. You'll have to wonder which one that is. D0nga don't like Gym Tribe. D0nga do dance on magic fireplace for yum super berries. Give chat a chance to catch up and show me the rating on this one. Hopefully it's showing up well on screen. Sometimes pencil drawings can be a little difficult to make out. Chat does not appear to like this one. They're giving it between 1s and 3s. Alrighty. Apparently, I can't count this one, but it's a Tonka truck going after a trout, entitled "Love Makes People Do Crazy Things." You needed to have super berries in there, but I'll give you a shout out, Stacy Martyre, for giving it a shot. Paleolithic Ritual, I'll go with that as the title. This is from at Spooberino. And we've got a bunch of D0ngas all dancing happily around the superberry fireplace. Multiple D0ngas, a whole tribe full of them, confused by the technology they're looking at, not really understanding what these magical superberries are, but coveting them. And I don't know what the fuck is up with this guy's head, but he's seen some shit. This particular D0nga tribe member has seen some fucking shit, folks. People liking that one. I'm getting a lot of 7s and 8s on that. Okay. From Luke Valentine 01, entitled Yabba Dabba. Yeah, I'm going to full screen this one. Okay. Subs, please enjoy Wheelie Dance. D0nga so hungry. Needs super berries. What does this say? D0nga Tribe 106. Again, it's keeping track of his score. Internet 0. And there's the monthly sub rating going down. The mouse has given up on life. The gym doll is being brutalized. I believe that's Kraut, and that must be failure. Remember, Sayer Kraut, it's not over till the last superberry rots. It's in real life clubs, and he's on his fucking Flintstones wheelchair. Oh, that's beautiful. There's a lot of work put into this particular one. Face of a retard. I'm seeing a lot of 9s and 10s on this one. People are definitely liking this. All right, we're starting to get some front runners. Definitely starting to get some fucking front runners. So far, I'd say the two that are out on top right now are from Sir Parsival, and definitely from, where was the name? Oh, did I miss one? Shit, I missed one. Oh, this one just came in. We'll come to that in a second. And where is it? From Luke Valentino 1. So Sir Percival and Luke Valentino 1 clearly in the lead right now. Looks like we have a late submission, but I'll count it. From Incoming Trouble, and that's it, or at Incoming Trouble. Forgot to throw this out here, but here we go. Let's take a look. It's some kind of D0nga werebeast dancing around a fire where you can see computer in the flames, holding up all those delicious super berries. D0nga likes super berries. D0nga also needs a bra, apparently. That's what he's gathering all those super berries for, because his tits are out flopping in the wind. I will give everybody a chance to vote on that. If I go silent for a moment, I'm just reading chat and checking out what the number score is. Yeah, I see chat's already trying to fucking name it. They're calling it the El Goblino D0nga. There you go. I'm seeing a lot of 6s and 7s. Doesn't put it in the frontrunner space, but it's definitely doing pretty damn solid with all the other submissions right now. Lots of people put out some really great shit. Here we go from, sorry, voice is going out a little bit, from at @C_policy, and let's take a look. We've got a D0nga, clearly freaked the fuck out by the magical technology he's unfamiliar with. He's got his little wrestling belt at the bottom by the rocks, a pink pillow, because why not, painted in his leprosy-looking war paint. Give chat a second to catch up on this one. Yep, I'm seeing it swing between 7s and 9s, but it looks like it's about a solid 8. People like this one as well. All right. Now, this dude submitted this twice, I believe, but luckily it's in here, so I didn't miss it. This is at Jacobs Sweets and 1. That's his Twitter name. A couple different aspects, but I'll try to pull up the biggest one so we can take a look at it. Put a lot of work into this particular one. I don't even know where to start on this. You and D0nga wrestle in real life. And it quite literally is a D0nga tribe. You've got a fucking totem pole with vamp candy and failure on top. Signs asking for delicious super berries. They're dancing around the superberry fireplace. Gym tribe mean. Take all the berries and red berries. D0nga sad. Oh, people are definitely liking this one. I'm seeing a lot of 9s and 10s on this one. I think he put in alternate views too. Let's take a look. Where he highlights all the shit. So to give you a better idea, so I don't have to zoom in. He does. Oh, and there's a pink dildo in the bottom right hand side. Make of that what you will. This one might have broke chat. I'm seeing a lot of 10s actually. I'm seeing quite a bit of 10s. Everybody else had some 10s, but this one, 9s and 10s. Jacob Sweetson, you are currently our front runner. Congratulations. People are definitely enjoying this. We've got one from at Augmented Dream. No title on this one. Number 1 tough guy. Again, riding the Metal Buffalo. D0nga no dance for Superberry. D0nga wrestle gym instead. Give chat chance to catch up on this one. He's got a. I just noticed this. The drink says "come." Of course, a buff guy in the background comparing himself to. His eyes going in completely different directions. Yeah, this one's ranging all the way from 6 to I'm seeing 10s in there too. I'd say 7 to 8 is about the average it's getting. Again, people seem to really like this. I haven't seen a lot of negative attention on any of these so far. From at the Draconian Bard, we've got I don't even. It's not even really a human donga. It's an animal-like donga who's used his voodoo magic to get off his metal buffalo. There's a little voodoo doll of Jim in the background with a flaming Jew-tube laptop in the foreground. And he's very happily dancing. So give me your ratings on that one, chat. Wendigo Tonga, as some people are calling it. All right, seeing a lot of 6 and 7s on that one too. All right, we've got one from at Darararan. That's at Darararan. No title on this one, but let's take a look. Thanks to Magical Fireplace, we will hullabunga Gym Tribe. He's got a bag of super berries and a massive size failure he's using as a couch. Instead of having a special metal buffalo, he's using failure himself as a chair to just curl up in as he counts his delicious super berries. Okay, we got a lot of 7s and 8s on that one. We've got one from at CNLAHT saying for your good old friend Jim O'Sheckelberg. Let's take a look. I want to full screen this one because it's a bit dark. I want to try to get as much on as I can. We've got the Morning Kumite with Gay Men Wrestling, and they've got their logo on there. I believe that's Mundane Matt dancing down there. Give Super Berries a Wrestle Donga. The Don was here. There's a picture of his fucking wrestling ring. Viva La Raza in the background. Oh, we've got T-shirts for sale for $20. You've got a little guy standing guard here. Here's the gay wrestling, and of course everybody wall painting, celebrating the dollar bills, y'all. All right, chat. You tell me what you think. That's another really highly rated one. I'm seeing a lot of 8s to 10s. People really like this one too. All right, let's back up. We've got a good handful to go through. But people really like this one. They really like this one. Oh, where did the comic book? Is this another late? Okay, reposting. Okay, this is from at Dictard. Beautiful name. Let's take a look. Full screen that beauty. There's a lot going into this picture. There's a now I'm not suggesting this is nothing sexual. They're just holding them for support. I believe Scrub's shitting in a pot in the corner. Oh, there's a super berry plant right there, hooked up to the computer. Failure is being used as a fucking couch for Donga. Taking place at the fucking trailer park. Oh, there's a lot of detail in this one. I don't know what he's doing to that plant, but he's doing something. Oh yeah, this definitely is tied up there with number 1. There's a lot of 9s, a lot of 10s on this one. People are really digging this one. So, yep, we got two front runners now, clearly. Did somebody make a GIF? This is from at Elena of. Just want to make sure you got mine. Let's take a look. And they animated theirs. I don't know if full screening this is going to let me try. No, it won't. We've got some cavemen dancing around a Superberry fireplace with a little bit of lighting effects. I'll let chat catch up. You can tell me what you think. It's going to be a tough competition. There's a lot of really good fucking submissions. Okay, chat's finally catching up. I'm seeing a lot of sixes. Some people not digging it, but a lot of sixes and sevens. I think for the GIF work that you did. But yeah, that one definitely is up there. People like that quite a bit. They also like this one quite a bit. From Luke Valentine. Let's go. I just want to make sure we're not jumping. Jacobs did very, very well. We've got our Wendigo D0nga, obviously. Our giant failure couch. I like this one too, quite a bit. Here we go. This one is from at Kimberly_Leanne. Here we go. A giant hairy-ass D0nga whacking his magical fireplace to get the superberries out. People saying, was that sexual content in that previous picture? No, it was not. There was no sexual content shown. Vamp Candy was clearly helping him support himself. That's the story I'm sticking to. Okay, looks like people caught up. Lots of 4s and 5s. All right, we will move along. I have to let me turn the screen off for a second to make sure this isn't going to be something that's going to get me in trouble. No, it's not. So let's take a look. Another GIF. This one from at GroomMe2. The submission they made in 20 minutes, twerking for superberries. That would be D0nga dancing for superberries with a superberry ass that is twerking in GIF mode. All right, I'm seeing a lot of 6s and 7s on the twerking GIF mode. Somebody's taking a. Well, it's technically not what I asked for, but I'll still show it on screen. I don't know if I can enter you into this one, but from at Jane101920014, we've got a D0nga riding a metal buffalo, and in his arms he's holding a bushel of superberries. Very happy that he's won his superberries. Apparently wants to make sure everybody got a chance to look at that great art. Next up from Good Creme, that's at Good Creme, last minute low effort entry. Let's take a look. Skeptic Tribe no get good superberries from Magic Fire now. Sagon go other fire and tell them great idea. Sargon and Skeptic Tribe make Rockgate 2 and get Barbarian King to say Rockgate is good. Be very funny, heck, 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 heck. I believe that's Failure naked behind a rock. D0nga squatting with a parrot on his chest. I'm going to say that guy is licking mud off this man. Clearly. That's what that is. But let's see what you rate that as for this particular art. And it looks like that one's ranging from 2s to 7s. So we'll move along. Here's one from at Winnersbot1. Jim Jam is oppressing us. More superberries. Dance for them. We've got a person drooling from the mouth with a Race Realist t-shirt. I'm not sure who's holding up the metal buffalo, but somebody is. And stacks upon stacks of superberries. All right, this one's ranging from 1s to 6s. So we'll move along. All right, up to the next one. From at Tacomancer3, saying it sucks, but what the hell? I can't really enlarge this particular one. It's a bunch of little dancing cavemen around a giant screen television with $1 to $5 super berries. Chat, you tell me what you think. Okay, that's getting 3s and 4s, so we will move along. This is another really highly well done one. At Justify the Memes is their Twitter, and it's entitled Dances with Donga's Original Movie Poster 1992. And I will full screen this one. We can take a look at some of the details. It's fucking perfect, really. Patrick O'Shaughnessy as James Patrick O'Shaughnessy in Lieutenant Metokur is about to discover autism within himself. Dances with Dongas. The ends justify the memes. Presents Metokur Dances with Dongas. Donga wrestle Jim like no Donga needs Superberry. Give Superberry to Donga. There's a magical fireplace. Sweetie Squad fighting in the background. Highly detailed artwork. Superberries in the sky. Again, let me back out a little bit. Let chat take a full screen look at it. Yeah, people are really digging this one. Lots and lots of fucking 10s on this. Give everybody a moment to vote. Move along. This might be this could be our new forerunner. People are definitely digging it. Okay. Have to back out. Yeah, every time I full screen, for some reason it does that. So I've got to back out a little bit. Move along a little. I've got to do this slowly, so we don't. I can't accept this entry either. But if you want to take a look at it, feel free to. It's a metal buffalo with some text on it. I'm not even sure what the fuck this is. It's very abstract art. It's a very late entry. It's postmodernist art. Chat, you tell me what you think. This might be the first one I've seen zeros on. Chat is definitely not liking the postmodernist approach to D0nga art. Okay, and that was at fag7, in case you wanted to take a look. Here's one from at Pickaninny Felonini. Previous tweet, but sent it to the wrong account. That's fine. We've got a D0nga very happily dancing around a magic fireplace with little super berries raining from the sky. Just tons and tons of super berries pelting down upon them. Just waiting for chat to catch up. They're still very angry about the postmodernist art. There's nothing I can say about that. Seeing a lot of 6s and 7s on that one. Okay, give it a sec. All right. Let's move along a little here. I'm not really sure, but again, from Fag. I'm sorry, Fag7. I don't think they like your postmodernist art. That was our Superberry Shuffle. Got another one here from at the L3LAC cat. So, at the black cat, basically. Sent it a few days ago. Wanted to make sure it went through. We've got a brain-dead D0nga eating shit, apparently, while somebody takes energy from the magic fireplace, and there's a dead Jim mannequin laying in the background. Okay, people liking that one, getting a lot of 7s and 8s on it. Alrighty. Back to the Super Berry Metal Buffalo. Look at that one, look at that one. That one seems to be the forerunner right now, but we'll see. Another, okay, this isn't last minute because it's put in, but here we go. From @SwayTum on Twitter. D0nga no understand. D0nga dance for Magic Fire, but Magic Fire no give super berries. Kraut fish and stream, but Kraut no find fatty belly trout. We starve. Corey King have boulders from field. Yum boulders. Very tasty. As we see the new D0nga tribe dancing around their fireplace. I believe that's a crushed up wheelchair mixed in there. And yes, Kraut does have nipple clamps on. That is included in the picture. Seeing lots of 7s to 9s on this one. People definitely liking it. From Tilly Law. Wow, haven't seen you in a while. From @EskLaw. And doesn't really follow the rules of the thing. I'll show it anyway. Change your diaper. I've taken all your donka berries. And a leprechaun punching D0nga on his metal buffalo right in his fucking face. It's always nice. Oh, we've got somebody. Let's see what this one is. Found the subject D0nga to be uninspiring. I do traditional mediums. So all I can do is resubmit one for fun, even if I had to have him with a tombstone. Again, not really following the submission entry protocol, but that's fine. I'll show it anyway. It looks nicely done. St. Jude's Killstream charity event. Lots of dead people, fur fags, and everybody. There's Matt Jarbo under a boulder. So I think that's Baked Alaska as a gargoyle. Nicely done. We've got one from @HTRTU. It looks like multiple D0ngas, all dancing around Super Berry fireplaces as D0nga rides his magic metal buffalo. We'll give Chad a chance to take a look, see what they think. Yeah, people like the art, by the way. The one that didn't, that's disqualified, they still liked it, in case you're wondering what the rating was on that. This one looks like it's pulling between 4s and 6s. A couple 7s and 8s. So we will move along. We've got one from @GultJohn on Twitter. That's spelled with a 0, I believe. So how about we save the world? Or sit around here eating super berries. That's good too, I guess. And they've clearly taken some kind of furry art about this is awful on a lot of levels, I'm going to be honest with you. This is different. We've got Kraut, D0nga, Sargon V, Mundane Matt, and we've got 2 Tonkas actually. Sorry, excuse me. We got one there and one there. 24-hour ops and gay lettering across their stomach. Lots of little super berries. Yes, I don't want to see what they originally did to this Crash Bandicoot art. It's probably Vor art that's been overridden. But I'm seeing lots of 6s and 7s, so we will move along. Here's one from @Arcanu_Galatiel. It looks like a trout with a D0nga tongue dancing around a super berry fire. Oy vey, listen to D0nga. To which D0nga responds, trout didn't do nothing. D0nga pray for super berry. Good goy. Pray for shekelberries goyim. Give Chad a chance to catch up and take a look. Yeah, there is a minor delay, so I've got to give it a few seconds to let you catch up to see the new stuff, to get the new numbers. All right, I'm seeing everything ranging from 4s to 8s. So it's middle of the road according to chat. We've got one from at Jesus. At ain't none of your one. At ain't none of your one. Let's take a look. We've got money falling from the skies. D0nga on Trail of Tears. D0nga fight you in real life. 1 billion to 0. D0nga don't care about superberries. D0nga not internet people. All right, I think you guys have caught up now. Let's see. Seeing, yeah, anywhere from 4s and 5s, people throwing 0s out too, not liking it. All right, we will move along. I don't think this again fulfills what we're going for, but at Imperium 12128457, and it looks like D0nga make big fire get all magic berry, and I guess that's Sargon and Vamp, and that would be D0nga, and those would be the super berries and a magic buffalo in the sky, and a windwalker in the background, or windtalker, excuse me. Yes, no, I do agree with you, chat. If it's Photoshop, it probably shouldn't be submitted. It was an art contest, but just showing it because people are throwing out artwork. We've got one from at Angel Skew as can't pronounce the name. Angel Schultz Esquire. There we go. And it's a History Channel show. Members of the D0nga tribe would engage in ritual dance around a magic fireplace. They believed that good performance would reward them with berries. It's obviously a film crew stumbling across cave paintings of D0nga tribe members dancing around the magic fireplace. Yes, chat. Jim can't words because I am just it's reading out all the text is starting to affect my voice. All right, seeing a lot of 6s to 8s. So again, a nicely rated one. People have on them. Okay, that one I don't think we're going to be showing on fucking stream. Cut it off just in time. Cut it off just in time. Thank you for all the gay porn that people have put on the timeline. I appreciate it. It's always nice when you include gay pornography. It's always fantastic. Got some more late submissions. Oh, there's Kirby with a giant penis. It's always nice to include that too. I'm gonna grab these separately, I think. I think that's a safer route. Yes, chat, that was close. Those were lightning reflexes. I'm just going to go over the Photoshop ones. We'll go straight to the artwork ones. Oh my god, there's so many fucking submissions. I'll just grab like a handful of 5 at a time. We'll do it that way. Okay, here we go. We are back in business. This one is from Marburg Chan, and that's at Marburg_Chan. They posted this like 4 times, they say. No title included. We'll full screen this one because it's pretty fucking highly detailed. This one I read before, but I'll read the bottom text to you. Where is O'Shaughnessy's golden rice farmer? Somewhere in the D0nga Reserve. Lucky James has hidden his precious yellow monkey. Find it and maybe you'll discover where the tricky leprechaun is hiding as well. We've got D0nga over there upset that he's got no super berries. I believe that's Caesar's tent for blacks. Somebody's getting done in the, in the fucking tent. D0nga Reserve, population 200. There's Scrub up there playing the guitar. I believe that's Kraut on the floor with nipple clamps on. Talkasaw.com free t-shirts. There's Failure. There's a lot of shit going on in this artwork. Seeing a lot of 10s on this one too. Seeing a lot of 10s on this particular one too. All right, they're liking it. They are enjoying it. All right, let's move on to the next one. No, that was all right. Here's one from @DevilsHonesty. This one didn't abide by the rules. I will show it anyway because it's hand drawn. It's a Samurai Jim going against a Oni D0nga. Very lovely. Got one from @Scabface, but that's @Staircase_face. Full screen this for everybody. With multiple D0ngas, all dancing around a magic fireplace. There's a super chat from Metokur for 1488. D0nga is gay, ha ha ha. And they are very pleased with the super berry influx. This one, yeah, appears to get pretty positive ratings. I'm seeing lots of 7s, 8s, and 9s on this one. A couple of 10s. Definitely liking that. Here's one from @SkibbleProds. And it's Ooga Ooga Yabba Doo Super Berries. It's a little D0nga dancing with Fred Flintstone, and I can't remember the name of this particular character. With Jim Pay Docs, Gay Ops, D0nga. And are they crossing out World War II? I don't know what that one is particularly. All right, I'm seeing looks like a lot of 7s on this particular one. All right, move to the next. This one is from Psycho. I'm just going to spell it out. Psycho OTICCOGNI 1. And we've got a D0nga in a metal, or not even a metal buffalo. It's a stone buffalo. Lots of super berries. That must be Failure dancing around Viva La Raza, showing up in the magic fireplace. All right, lots of 6s and 7s on that particular one. Moving along. We've got one from @Mark Smarmsby. That's their Twitter handle. And it's Dances for Super Berries. We've got a 50-pound one from Kraut. Don't worry, D0nga. We can do gay ops together for eternity. You don't need other friends. And another one from Hillary Clinton for $1. Way to show that Cheeto, Liz. I hope my contribution takes that strong female Cherokee pride straight to the Oval Office. I believe that's Vamp Candy dancing around as well. I'm sorry, Psychic Cognition. There we go. Somebody's saying it's Elizabeth Warren. It could be. You know what? Actually, I'm an idiot. It probably is. That's probably Elizabeth Warren dancing around the fucking fireplace, too. Okay, I'm seeing lots of 6s and 7s on that. God, there's so many fucking submissions. I'm going to make sure I get everybody in here. Let me queue up another 5. Just bear with me a second while I get everything loaded up. Got that one. I'm trying to get everybody's, but it is jamming up on me a little bit. So if I miss yours, apologies, but there are so goddamn many submissions, many of which there's no way I could show on stream. Again, thank you for all the gay porn and Kirby porn. Wouldn't have made this stream possible without it. Okay, let's go to capture again. This is from @VerFDemax572. We've got lots of Tonkas dancing around the magic fireplace with all the super berries up in the smoke. Take a look. Tell me what you think. I'm going to say these are the final 6 we're going to take a look at. So make sure to rate them so we have an idea of where we're sitting. So far we've got about 4 front runners, but I want to make sure everybody gets a shot to show off their stuff. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of 5 to 7s on this one, and thank you for the submission. Here's one from @WarmToastyBasil. I'll full screen this one. We've got a very heavy-set D0nga. D0nga riding his metal buffalo. Super berries. Everybody's gathering them up. You can see them crying in tears of joy at the super berries. I believe that's Failure crying in joy as well. This Vamp Candy with a mustache and a shirt that says Gamer Girl. And then 24-hour Ops is magically projected above the magic fireplace. Oh, and there's some furries. Yeah, we got some furries there too. Very nicely done. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of 9s and a lot of 10s on this one. It's another front runner. People seem to like this one quite a bit. Okay. Go to the next one here. Here's one from @RasterDingus. D0nga will willing to offer 2,000 super berries for Jim Docks. Then D0nga wrestle Jim. Full screen this one as well. I'll try to full screen the rest of these here. You can see we've got the Skeptics, Sargon. There's V. There's Kraut. I'm not sure. I'm not sure which one this is. Maybe, oh, that's Shieerat. They're all popping out of the fireplace as D0nga offers up his delicious super berries to the Skeptic cabal. Yeah, again, people really digging this. I'm seeing some 7s, but mostly 8 to 10s. So again, that's another one people really seem to like. All right, let's move over. This is @Jelen Shadow or Shadowy. I'm butchering your name. @Jelen SCHODOWY. Let's full screen this guy. Going for an Evangelion vibe. We've got a Metokur out there and an anti-bully. Failure lifting up D0nga from his metal buffalo. Ooga, D0nga smash. Me wrestle daddy no failure. Me won. Failure wear my super berries. Pro wrestling living is real. D0nga mad. D0nga always win. Ooga. There's a fucking it's some kind of beast form of scrub. Monday Matt with a hockey stick and liquor. I'm assuming that's Monday Matt. And YouTube symbol's been replaced with a cock and balls, as Vamp Candy is trying to hit on the Silver Surfer. Oh, and there's Don Surgoon's face in the background. Yeah, I'm seeing lots of 8s to 10s on this one. People really liking it as well. That's lots of different entries people are really enjoying. There's so here's one from @CommanderSmooth on Twitter. Let's full screen this one. I believe this is Sargoon, GG 2.0. We've got a D0nga shitting on his fucking keyboard, and a Mundane Matt crying over there, hiding his genitals with a boulder as he looks on in anger. I'm seeing lots of 7s and 9s of this one. People enjoying this one as well. Let's see. I think we've got one final one. Yep, and this one from Actual Blue Sky. That's Actual Blue, spelled BLEU Sky, in case you didn't get it. It's kind of an amalgamation between a drawing and a Photoshop, so we'll take a look. From Mr. Schlickbick, it's just 20 cents, get a job. They're not just dancing around the fire, they are dancing in it. Many angry D0nga monkeys riding metal buffalo. Yeah, that one's ranging from 4s to 9s. So people are definitely enjoying that. Okay, all right. Holy shit. Well, let me first just say, there's a lot of fucking really, really well done art that people put out for this. I'm very impressed. We've got, I'd say, 7 front runners. So I'm trying to think of how to do this. How do we do this? This is my first time doing like a polling thing. We've got the 7 that I think really come out to the front based on the voting from the chat. Those will move on into the next round. I'm going to put up a poll. How do I want to do this? Because I want the most amount of people to be able to vote on this. I will figure out a way to put up a poll. It will probably be on my friend's Twitter account, Mr. Anti-Bully. And it will link to a polling service with each of the entries that you can take a look at. And I want you to vote on the number 1 winner. And once you pick the number 1 winner, I'm going to pin it, or I'm sorry, my friend is going to pin it on their timeline, and I will get in touch with them. I think going forward for the next entry, I'm going to try to, there's got to be like a service where I can enter this stuff in and then assign it like a number so people can go directly to vote for it. I don't know, I'll find something to do that for next week's challenge. But again, thank you for everybody that's entered this. There's a ton of good shit. Mr. Anti-Bully will pin the tweet under which all this art was submitted so you can go take a look at it. If I missed yours, I really am sorry. For the people that entered stuff that didn't follow the criteria, thanks anyway, a lot of it's funny shit. If you go to look at the responses, be prepared for a lot of gay porn and Kirby penis, because you're going to be seeing that. And I will, what time is it? Where I am at 6. I will let the poll stay open for the next 6 hours. And once everybody votes on it, at midnight, I will post the winner. On, if my friend is gracious enough to let me use his Twitter. Damn, man. Some of these, like that fucking Dances with D0ngas poster, the Fred Flintstone one, was it Marburg Chan's one, was really fucking good. There's a lot of really, really fucking good ones in here. I'm actually kind of surprised by how well a lot of you draw. A lot of art fags out there. Very impressive shit. I'm trying to think. I don't know, chat. What do you think next week's challenge should be? Since we have so many artistically minded people involved in this shit, what should the next challenge be? What should the next art contest focus on? We did D0nga dancing around a magic fireplace to get super berries. I know what the next challenge is going to be. I thought about this. I had an idea for Sargon one. I've got a better idea. As we all know, our favorite little Romanian vor fetishist, V, deeply, deeply loves the stepfather. He loves him so much, he wants to eat him up. He wants him in his belly. That's what V desires most in this world. He wants him deep down in his digestive tract. He wants to ingest the smug. He wants to fart out schmuckles. So for next week's art contest, try to include the following elements. I want a picture of V eating Sargon. I want a vor picture of V eating the stepfather. And if you could have him farting out schmuckles, that would be fantastic too. That will be our that'll be our art contest for next week. Now, if you want to draw V as his fursona, or he's not a fursona, is it? Because it's not furry. It's not otherkin scaly. If you want to draw V as a snake, feel free to go wild with it. Pick his fursona, his scaly fursona. But he's got to be trying to eat Sargon, or succeeding at eating him. And he's got to, if you could, not necessarily a requirement, but if you could, include some farting schmuckles in there. I see the crowd is very pleased with the direction of this art contest for next week. I look forward to your entries. We will put up the poll for the winner, the final winner, up within the next 30 to 40 minutes. And then the voting will continue on it. And once they have chosen the winner, I will contact the winner, and we'll go from there. I've got super chats backed up. I will read through these. Let me go on my stream here. Where are we? Just in case anybody walks in at the last minute and they're like, what the fuck? I thought we were going to be talking about David Shieerat. Thought we were going to be doing an art contest. I just got here. In that case, you have missed the majority of the stream. We started at 3 my time, so it's been about 3 hours. And now we're going to make our way through the super chats. And then I'm going to put up the poll for the final vote. And people are going to pick the winner of the art contest. Not chats. What am I doing? What am I doing? Boomer Jim, what the fuck? Super chats, there we are. I'll also put out a little descriptor of our future art contest for next week in case you missed it or you forget. It'll be posted later on, so you get the basic criteria for what we're looking for the next week's submissions. Again, thank you everybody for coming out. Again, we're going to be reading through super chats now. I hope you had a good weekend. I hope you enjoyed Sunday Funday. Laughing at David Shieerat and his retardation, looking at the absolutely fantastic art submissions, all very, very good shit. I'll now jump through the super chats, so if you want to take off, enjoy the rest of your Sunday, have a meal with your loved ones, go out, watch a movie, do whatever you're going to do. You have a good time. I will see you again next weekend at the same time, 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, for another Sunday Funday. So if you give me a moment, I'm going to go get a drink, and we're going to start working our way through the super chats. And then after stream, I'll set up all the stuff I said I was going to set up. So for the last time, put on a little background music. Give me a few minutes. Let me go get a drink, rest my voice for a second, and we will jump right into that. Okay, and we're back for the Super Chat portion of the stream again. Main stream's over. It will be up later on Hal's channel as usual. For everybody that stuck around, let's jump into it. Let's see what I missed while I was streaming. I'm sure we're far behind, but we will catch up. Just give me one moment here to pull up the right portion of the stream. Is my audio going? Yep, it's good. Okay. From Smoke Fumus, men going their own way for Middle Eastern pussy. What even? Metokur Fembot, $5 to help with the shipping and handling charges to get to help get Shieerat's girlfriend to the UK. I'm sure he appreciates your donation. From Goober Magoob, Shabbat Shalom Goys. Remember the 11 million dead at synagogue. This is why free speech and thought must be crushed. A boulder molested at knife point. Fantastic name, by the way, with the icon of Matt. Seeing my attacker on Tucker Carlson made my pain even more real. From Robert, I fall asleep while driving sometimes to scare my wife. She slaps my arm and we laugh. Thing is, it's not a joke. she got to stay on her toes, doesn't she? From Burnder. Jimbo, use that big boy brain and sound out my name. Burnder. I probably butchered it. Metokur Fembot, Shieerats want the D. From Curtis D. D is a lazy catfish I did to get those sweet super berries from his closeted incel. From Rick Nikita. Hello, Garrick. Tell me a story about your friend Ellum. From DeWolfie. Can we just have one damn stream where V doesn't get himself involved? From Alzarel. So how bad was the Son of the Mask? Fucking awful. Just fucking awful. From Randy Leahy. Ver looks like a greasy caveman. Mr. Ordurg. V Ventura, pet detective, looks great. From Ava Braun, her name is Jennifer Sutton and she threatened to kill you because of Kilroy. From Bjorn to Kill, do you think it's possible to fist a clown in the anus hard enough to knock the face off his... Sorry, let me try that again. Do you think it's possible to fist a clown in the anus hard enough to knock the face paint off? I'm not sure, actually, but it'd be funny to watch happen. From Chris M. Hey, Jim, here's money for potatoes and to help you fund Hampshire. Do you think me going as you for Halloween would be appropriate to a wholesome Christian Halloween party? Also, hail Bolsonaro. Am I saying that right? I don't think dressing up as me anywhere would be appropriate, Chris. Try something more conventional, like Jason or Freddy or a vampire or some shit. Peter Stramazik. Jem used to go by the YouTube name Skepo. Another fun fact, she is friends with Based Milky Mama. Elizabeth Bathory. What do you think about Vinny from Vinesauce? I don't actually watch Vinesauce. I know the channel. It's fucking everywhere, but I don't really watch it. From Commissar Warder, the PI was corrupt. That would be my guess. From HTRTU, where's the fucking money, Shieerat? That's a good question. We need to know where that fucking money is, buddy.
Show me the money! Where's the money, Lebowski? Where's the money, Lebowski? Where's the money? Where's the fucking money, shithead? Show me the money!
He's never going to tell us. That's the truth. He's never ever going to tell us. From My Foreskin is Missing, Magnum VI, just lacking the mustache. Mark Young, what happened to the Better Help video? Videos are finally going to start coming out again. It's been crazy the last couple of weeks. Just all sorts of shit going on. But I should be back on schedule. I do have kind of a one-off coming out for Halloween, though. I think will be fun. From Sir Bon Voyage, I'm still waiting for David Shithouse Rat Shieerat to go trans, just like other lolcows, Chris Chan style. He orbited Sorgoy for years, by the way, pathetic. From Sweet Shekels, an MGT or a MGTOW scammed by a woman because he has no expertise dealing with women. Who could have seen this coming? I know, right? Shocking, isn't it? Dante the Lifting Capitalist, thank you, Jim. These little, take these $8 cuckle down. The Dinner W, hey, Jim, I see some random Metroid recommendations next to the Gypsy video. You a fan? Looking forward to the Prime 4 Sanders 2020. I was watching a guy do a retrospective of all the Prime all the Prime games. He did like hour-long videos on each of them. Well, half an hour to an hour on each of them. I was some dude that never played them before. Never played Prime games or even the proper Metroid games. And then he started playing them. and like gave his honest critique of it, like what he really thought of them. And interestingly enough, he kind of fell in line with what everybody says, that Other M is a miserable pile of shit. Who could have seen it coming? Tiberian Fiend, the Jip stutters as he strikes you. Exiled Postman, I'm not sure about the D person. Sounds a little crazy to me. Do you think? D's nuts. From Rat San, what kind of repressed atheist Muslim woman could type perfect English, including colloquial things like no shit Sherlock? Almonds activated. It's a very good point, actually. From Gojira, thoughts on JoJo Part 5? Haven't had a chance yet. People keep bringing it up. I got sidetracked with Goblin Slayer. Metokur Fembot, why can't D get out? D's nuts. Johnny Joestar, kick V to death. Top Autist, hi, hello. Smoke Fumus, Gypsy found some decency, probably in a trash can on a nearby railroad station. From Snobby Lion, V's voice is like nails on a chalkboard to me. No matter how funny he is to laugh at, his voice will always give me pain. The Italian Heretic, where's the money, shitrat? AK-47 your face, didn't know if you find out the music you wanted, but thought I would post the site name. And it's ocremix.org. Listening to V's voice was making me want anything else to listen to, and that jogged my memory. From 99999, thank you. While the internet, I was attacked by a bear and remembered you love me. Jim loves me. Hashtag Red Dead Redemption memories. Jim loves us, and what would you do, Jimbo? Or what would Jim do? From Server Lulls, I run an underground railroad to Hawaii. Zemeckis Lebowski, milk me daddy Jim. Uncle Adolph's Cheesecake, hi Jim. Take my shekels for funding to build an underwater habitat for furries. And habitats in quotations. Athena's Goddess of Wisdom and Warfare, Jim, you should write that book. It would be an interesting read. I would like to know just how racist Asians really are. You would be fucking shocked. Captain John Quinn, if you and Jade had a baby, would it be a rice patty? I know it would be a supreme gentleman. From Farrah Hohen, let me answer that fave Primark question for you, boss. Lemon Roos, the space furry is best. Foxman2248, D's niggers keep lying. From San Silv, Filipinos are better than Japs because we're Catholic, not some heretical paganism or whatever they do. From just the Nazi swastika, not actually spelled out, but just the symbol, Keck. Marky, send in Mike, like the fur gawk, get the Glock, Pence. Metokur Fembot, yiffin' hell. Musical Lumberjack, nignog on my eggnog. From HTRTU, a reminder, Exterminatus is always an option. Jacob Ballslet, I'm shipping off to basic training tomorrow. Stop making me regret putting my life on the line for freedom of these people. Just rest assured, Jacob, that the furries are a very small minority that just need to be dealt with. But they are a pain in the ass. From Alex Murphy, I'm not going to imagine any of these things. From Geek, with 2 3s, I've got an idea for a new horror franchise. Think Stephen King's It, but with a furry instead of a clown. It would be 1,000 times more terrifying. From Gabrielle Montreal, we used to beat the shit out of mascots back in the day for entertainment. Why did we give furries a fucking pass? That's a good question. Timothy Gerbert, everyone would have counted the loss of most of Europe as a net gain if Hitler would have killed the furries. Again, from Metokur Fembot, opinion on Worski becoming a furry. It was my understanding he wanted to go undercover to their conventions, kind of like the Killstream Kitty idea. I think it would be funny if people started going to furry conventions undercover and filming them, because I can imagine the degenerate shit you would capture on film. It would be just infinite amounts of entertainment. From Colonel Panic 2762, #1 trending live in a rebroadcast of an esports comp. #2 with 12,000 more viewers is this stream. Gets the noggin jogging. Hashtag YouTube gay ops. Hunter the Hunter, press F for a poo. 50,000 down the drain. I wouldn't blame someone for bringing a gun to a furry convention. From Foxman2248, I like sugar and I like tea, but I don't like niggers. No siree. There's 2 lone things that will make me puke. That's a hog eating slop and a bike pack spook. Enjoy it while you can. Google is going to crack down on your limericks and your rhymes. And we're all only going to be able to say how much we like each other and what nice weather it is and how nice the day is. And that will be every conversation on YouTube, probably starting in 2019 onward. Zeitgeist Official. Jim just fiddled the furry, riddle me thoroughly, that then the kid Okay, you've got me. Jim just fiddled the furry riddle more thoroughly than that kid with Diddle Daily. Good work. Connor Potoff, this right here is the bare bottom, blackest, deepest, darkest pit on the internet. I don't think locusts were part of the plagues anymore. 6-8 Toast, 100% chance that kid in the furry parade was raped. Re-Geezed, 9825 Jim, how often do you smoke cigs, not degenerates? I do love my cigarettes. Son and Rad, Hell's Entry Line. Mega Killer X, and to think that once I wanted to be a mascot when preparing for high school. AK-47 your face, those furry degenerates make my blood boil. HTRTU, Diaz English is a second language and uses wanna instead of want to. Shieerat uses it all the time on Twitter. Strange coincidence, isn't it? From NaX300, Fritz, mein Luger reicht nacht, gib mir de gas. Führer Teutonicus, Day of the Leash now. I've never heard that one before. Victor Phantasm, boss, I've been to cons and I've really only come across a handful of furries that smell god-awful. I've actually had to run to the trash can and almost missed on occasion. Also, the anime girl was Tuna Melt, Chan. Oh, you're talking about the anime girl from the last stream? Yes. Apparently that was their name. Tuna Melt Chan was the girl that smelled so fucking horrible. An entire anime convention was messaging each other about staying away from her, because a certain smell from a certain part of her body was so horrendous, it was actually making people's eyes water and making them vomit. Winnie the Pooh, drop them in a deep pit and just walk away so happy for the Shieerat stream. I seriously thought a video of Sargon and V ram ranching it would drop. Jake Cubus, Jim, why I feel that Base Mama and Haram Dessert are involved in this drama. Probably because they more likely are, who knows. From R Spice, this is like Furfag Bakabazi. Jake, and if I ever see a parade of that many furries again, they'd better be some Zyklon B involved. Kitchen Ace, can someone please do a shooting at a furry convention instead of at a school? Michael Kramer, Jim, get the crosses. It's time to go full Roman on these furries. From Ilgana Karn Spur, I would 100% vote for a purge just to hunt furries. Joey Jojo, do you think degenerates in the Resident Evil universe purposely get infected with the T-virus or Las Plagas? Furries deserve a date with the Nemesis. They would probably try to fuck Nemesis. Or Tofu. God help Tofu, he'd never get away from the furries. Justin Blood, my first live Sunday Funday, Sweetie Squad, and the legend Mr. Meadow Shamrock. Connor Potoff, Jim, would you kindly move all the furries to underwater ecosystems? Would you kindly gas them all when you are there? Would you kindly? Simon S. Jim, do you think anonymity is what makes furryhood and degeneracy go hand in hand? They must think they can get away with this shit. Well, the interesting thing is most of them put their names out there. I mean, they attach it to their fursona. From the Bone Zone, tune into Bone Zone today at 6 p.m. Central. Tech Coyote, is it possible for any furry to be decent in your mind? This is coming from a conservative fursuiter. As you can see, just curious to hear from you. Yeah, I don't think the whole fandom is infested with sick fucks. But I think you guys have really let them off the leash, as that guy put it earlier. You got to rein those fuckers in and expel them from your little group. Otherwise, they're going to drag you down into the shit and you're never going to get out. From Cosmic Doggerin, ban Firewall Dragon. Otaku Bullfrog, people should just enjoy German beer in October. From Solar Sanu, my dad was extremely protective of me when I was young. I now completely fucking understand why. If I see a degenerate like these near my future children, I'll make Hitler look like Mother Teresa. From Chick Eye, tell Jade to turn down the greatest story never told before you give her some alt-right sunglasses. Little Bits, hey Jim, the name's Artie and I like crabs as pets. Spooky Weeb Trash, autism speaks and it never shuts up. Not my fault, bro. The furry parade was pure cringe and hard to watch. From KF, hey Jim, I missed the first part of this because I was taking a shit, but I just got a very well-paying job. Have some shekels. I'm going to put some towards Hampshire too. Keep up the good work. From Sweet Shekels again, I have a bad feeling Shieerat might become the next tranny phantom. I don't know if he can outdo that dude's score of shooting at somebody in an enclosed environment with a fucking shotgun and missing 47 times. Caleb Lambright, Apple won't let me super chat. This might be my last. Zeitgeist official, gimme the pussy boss. Shieerat to every conservative female. From Mary Applecrumbs, or Mary Apple Crumbles. So we all know you're not James, at least not in my heart I know. So when you do eventually get your docs, will your channel go down or will you remain on the internet? No, I'll be around. I don't think our time on the internet collectively is going to last much longer. I think we're seeing the final days as corporations and governments and interest groups sanitize it. I really don't have much hope. I think in the next 2 to 3 years it's going to be awful. I'm going to try to enjoy it while I still can, I guess. And then, watch shocked faces of kids when I'm much, much older as they sit there in disbelief, hearing stories about how you used to be anonymous on the internet and you could say faggot without getting banned immediately. From Dame Pesos, a moment of silence for Sargon Jr. He lost the fight against a coat hanger. That's right. Soigon's fat wife aborted his only child with his suit's coat hanger. RIP. Hashtag Gamergate 2.0. From Bolinar Bordson, Shieerat's hole is mine. It was made for my penis. Twist reject full spectrum transitioning. Skelly Bobo, Lauren cucked him into another gender. It's quite the impressive feat when you put it like that. From Anna Sonestein, I am one of the conservative cunts and old Dave can't have mine either. Happily engaged. Don't need a soy boy and not looking for a pet either. From Iron Wolf Spear, I do talk to her. Who knows? I think she may be a casual fling. Hey, so on Halloween I'm going to drive with my friend and throw eggs in the projects. Have fun. From Son of Tiamat, remember his debate with Millennial Woes when he said, why do white people have a right to exist? His modus operandi is that if he can't make beautiful white babies, no one can. From Vito Man, hit or miss, I guess they never miss, huh? You got a boyfriend? I bet he doesn't kiss ya. He's gonna find another girl and he won't miss ya. He's gonna skirt and hit the dab like Wiz Khalifa. Adam Talk, David Eggman. From Americano 6, you know, you had to do it to him, Jim. You have read Siege yet? Or have you read Siege yet? Have I? I have not, but I would not be surprised if Jade has. She probably reads it before she watches the fucking greatest story never told, and then complains about other Asians. From Morai, I'm personally going to find and ravage whatever hole David prefers and make one myself. It needs to be to make sure he knows what it's like to be a woman. I will rend his asshole asunder. The Doctor, Davina certainly isn't one of your trans backers. Ben Mendoza, I have a theory about Shieerat. Remember the lesbian he talked about in the autism forums? I think he's becoming a girl all for her. It could be. He could be fighting the good fight to try to get that first love of his to finally be with him. A Tricky Carney, hey Jim, have you ever read of System Space and Tusky? If you haven't, look it up. It's a giant LARP, and do we really need to live in a simulated universe? I don't think I've read either of those or heard of either of those. But I will look it up because I love shit like that. That's why I used to browse X. I love all the fucking conspiracy theories and the government ops shit and all that shit. It used to make X really fun to read through before it became nothing but how can I summon a succubus and do my tarot reading with the numbers. 999999. Hashtag where is the shekels? From Aaron, David isn't going through regular transitioning. He's going through sissy slut training. Look it up. It's very progressive. Winky face. From KF, intellectual superiority. Sweet Shekels, David is transitioning into Venti. Binky Culture, I have the Shieerat and Lauren Southern piss stream and all. Yeah, I believe I actually looked it up on your channel, Pinky Culture. I think you're the one that has it up there. But I couldn't find the timestamp for when his mommy knocks on the door and tells him to stop tinkling on the floor. From Jessica Eustace, unlike you, I'm not Irish and work for a living, so I can't watch the whole stream. But I will accept you as a person if you play Persona 5's Last Surprise as an outro, because you never see it coming. Coffin Joe, Davina, where's the money at? Shitrat. Matt Fields, Patio Furniture, better than. Chugly Smuckles, love you Jimbo, you look awfully pretty in that fine piece of deviant art, or deviant gay art. Proud. From Sock Puppet 1, play some Moe shop, you gay kike. Demon Prince, I found someone selling Metokur 5-star hats, spreadshirts. And there's a link to it. Apple Juice, that song gave me major Homestuck vibes, Jimothy. Fash out, so is this the ContraPoint story too? I'm not familiar, maybe. From Royal, I swear men going their own way are cucks. Just as bad as transgenders. They're envious of women because it's hard to be a man, and they can't handle it. From KF, how much dried cum is on that Spider-Man? HH, more like spider sense is tinkling. From Dirt Pants, did you ever follow the drama and downfall of the O&A show? How does it feel to have a larger audience than Dopey? Also, what was a sick beat during the break? Have a fantastic Sunday, Jimbo. I used to watch Opie and Anthony purely for Jocktober. Fucking love Jocktober. Still watch clips of it on YouTube because the majority of their Jocktober shows are up there. Jade fucking hates me because for like 3 or 4 weeks straight, I binge watched that shit. And she got to the point of where she would physically come and turn the fucking computer off because she couldn't stand listening to it anymore. Great shit. Jocktober was fucking amazing. But outside of that, I haven't really followed their relationship or their respective shows and where they've gone since. That's kind of where that is. Absorbing Life Force. Just realized Darkside Phil gets more puss than D0nga. Look up who's the smart one now. No Anon. David wants his tendies mummy. Bob Job. I like trains and Legos. Am I autistic, senpai? Chances are pointing to yes, Bob. Mr. Suck My Balls 32. This feels like a replay of your Tumblrisms videos. Fighting type gym leader Michael Vick. When will we get more YouTube poop of our Fuhrer Sargon? From Dentron, David Shieerat, Prince of Incels. Ciro Nicoletti, first time watching you but having a great time. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. Just Darley, check Kiwi Farms. There's more posts about the lesbian he had a crush on. If I'd seen that during the stream, I would have. I will take a look. If there's more good stuff, I'll talk about it on next Sunday Funday. From Black Sly Dan, stream great Dolomite Charlie Brown for Halloween. Midrin Emery's, Jim, you skipped over David's obsession with the Puppet Man, hence why he has a Yusheka in that video with the sword. Yeah, I could have gotten into he had a fight with the Money Badgers. They used to be friends with Puppet Man, and then they turned on each other. But there's so much more to cover. I wanted to really focus on D0nga's transition, where the fucking money went, the autism forums, and his lusting after conservative women and lesbians. Lyric L, he went full... Oh, shit. And it just jumped on me. Give me 1 second. Okay. Just catching up. We're getting to the last of them here, so we're good. Okay, there we go. From Lyric L, he went full Christian. Hashtag living D0nga Loca. From Rocket Insano, trans shielding. Culturegeist, it's called TITs. Trolling-induced transsexuality happened to Christian and others. I actually like that. Tits. Trolling-induced transsexuality. That's up there with Transcell right now. From Rocket Insano, transference. Saul T. Heinous, David will be a Muslim next, I'd bet. Washboard Man, David Shieerat is the next Anthony Birch, gets burned by every girl so he flees to the LGBT movement to save face. Causality, Jim, check out V's Twitter. The private detective he hired was none other than Nick Monroe for $40. This should activate your almonds some more. Matt Fields, that $10,000 was Trout's price for gay ops. Jonathan Tuvel, finally managed to watch your magnificent dismemberment of Kurosai from a couple weeks back. 5 well-earned Goyim greenbacks for Daddy Metokur. Mr. Orderger, David Transition Art Contest when? Rumbling why? Thank you. From Esaliken, Soigoi debate on the 5th. Hosts would love to have you. They've got a message retracted here, so I'm not sure what that one was. Rubadub Pub, thank you for the entertainment. Davik Quest, Shieerat is going to use the trans community as camouflage, so may I suggest we call it transoflage. ARM, watched fucking Goblin Slayer yet? Thoughts? Yep, I have watched it. Watched it up to episode 2. I believe Jade watched up to episode 4. So she's ahead of me right now. I probably should ask her, I guess. From Langer Lord, D0nga no like cave paintings. D0nga tribe stronger than Jim tribe. Fred Richards, Ham Ryan sends a regard. Rax the Hero, Shieerat stream circa 2015 is on YouTube at about 8:30. Ibrahim Almadi, wait, Shieerat is becoming a woman and Lauren is legally a man. Is this some 200 IQ 40 chess game that he's playing and us idiots just don't realize it? From Farm Master Fuhrer, how about our synagogue shooter? Again, I tried to stay on topic with what we had, the art contest and David. I'm sure Ralph will cover it on the kill stream. You can pick it up on Monday. Ralph should probably be covering the whole event. From Digger John, long live the offshore dynamo. Comics Trash Can, David is losing his shit on Twitter typing, LOL, this is hilarious, in an attempt to laugh it off. Mundane Chat actually defended him in the comments. Maximiliano Mazzarago, are you going to burn everyone off YouTube? Counter-Strike, Trans Runaway Protection Services, aka Traps. Sandsilv, did you know how? Okay, I'm gonna light up a cigarette here. Catch my breath. There we go. From Sandsilv, did you know you have so many artistically talented viewers? I was surprised by how good these turned out. I knew there were some people in the audience, people that watch, they can actually draw really well. When I did the Deviants videos, I had people like submitting artwork that was really good. But yeah, I was kind of blown away by it. I didn't expect so many really well done ones. And there were a lot of funny ones too. Even some people that weren't that great at drawing still did some funny shit. So I think it was good all around, to be honest with you. From Flamenco Zero, it's surreal. V sounds like CWC when he whines. Richard Dempsey, this art contest is 10 out of 10. Much love, Jim. Robert, beautiful Western art. Voken Dodinku, 10 million out of 10. From Captain John Quinn, between your Asian girlfriend and hockey playing past, I suspect you may be a crypto leaf. Dox yourself to prove otherwise. KF, look at the boulders. Willie to Denali. It's pronounced Willie to Denili. You potato muncher. Also, more streams with Monkey Jones. Well, Willie to Denili, I will work on that. Sweet Shekels, D0nga Hullabalonga, Gym Tribe. Nate XZX, you have some great artists in your audience. 10 out of 10 stream. Yep, a lot of the submissions were really fucking amazing. Shitcat, about the Jehovah Witness thing, the elders, they're like managers for each church. Tell us not to look them up because they know they're bad shit on them. I personally never experienced anything. Blackbriar246, are you taking your vitamins and drinking enough water? Hopefully. Lobster Noob, honestly, even the bad ones are pretty great. Robert, what if VPN services are actually logging and tracking your internet history as top-tier ops? IP addresses blown the fuck out. Ex-legendary hero, hey, did you know Sargon used to be on a Men Going Their Own Way forums back in 2010? He was a women are shit type too, and was called an attention whore spamming his vids. No, I did not know that. But that might be something for next Sunday Funday. From Castizo, Parabens Brazel. Lockwork, here's some shekels, you goddamn potato American. Thanks for the laughs over the years. Lord Akira, hey Jim, think you could retweet the art thread so we can all view them again? Everyone, great work, everyone. Yeah, I'm actually planning on doing that after the stream. I'll ask my good friend Mr. Anti-Bully to pin the tweet where the art was so everybody can take a look. Max Johnson, from the Vera Faxtum Donga pick, tried giving Surgun and Trout some JoJo poses, if it even mattered. Liz Reptile, you missed my art. I retweeted it again. Again, I'm sorry if I missed anybody's entries. I tried to get everybody. Next week, I will have a better system in place, so I hopefully don't miss anything. From Philly Love, think I'm having a heart attack driving to the hospital, using your stream to calm the heart rate down. Problematic. Monica, next art contest, V swallowing Sargon. Jessica Eustace, art theme, what Shitrat really did with the $10,000. Super Smashy Fiction, or Super Smashification. Just post a straw poll, you absolute boomer. No God, please, no, 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 no. That's twice from Sumia Bizarro. Trump Nation, Brazil just uncucked. Good to hear. Andy M, if V is eating Sargon, it needs to be at Applebee's. Demand of Stuff, V admitted his persona's a Vmon from Digimon. $10 Stu. Jim, you just asked for vor porn. Rip your good friend Mr. Anti-Bully's Twitter. George Clowney, Jim, please Hamtaro art contest. Maybe the week after next. From Heather S, viewing this artwork was better than visiting the Louvre. Jim, thank you. Major Tom, hamsters will inherit the earth and boldly explore the vast cosmos where us land-dwelling humans could not in the name of rodent collectivism. Dumbfounded student, here's my allowance. Please keep making people cry on the internet. From Jessica Eustace again. Otter Heaven must take over Hampshire so we can use the populace to mass groom kids. None can resist cute hamsters and tiny submarines. Yeah, they are adorable in their little submarines. Getting to the end finally here. Sharkash64. Hey, Jim, did you hear about the Etika situation? Yeah, so the guy gets banned off Twitter and flips out, makes a video and flips out, and then like pulls all his videos. I don't know what happened. Was he hacked, or did he actually pull them all down? And then people are seeing it like a mental breakdown. I don't know. I know he made a lot of money doing what he did. So, you know, maybe he's fine. I mean, he's probably got a shit ton saved up, so what does it fucking matter? Maybe he's better off just taking a break and, you know, spending his $1 million playing video games and fucking about and doing whatever he wants to do. I'm not 100% up on it, but I did see like a video and a couple people talking about it, but I don't know a ton of it. Foxman2248, sorry for the bullshit super chats, just testing the limits. From Robert, my dog broke the neck of one of my chickens right before I ended its stream with a 22. It looked me right in the eye. I'll never forget the smile on my dog's face. They had history. Voken D0nga, are furries deserving of human rights? Metokur Fembot, thank you for your videos. You are the first non-Japanese Filipino channel I sub to. I really look forward to more videos. D0nga, if you can't figure out which eye to look at, how in the fuck is he going to know which hole to put it in? It's a question for the ages. Metokur Fembot, dab on dem skeptics. Jason Leonardo, I know Asians love money. Will your girlfriend do art requests for money? I can't get her to draw art. She was supposed to draw a couple of things for me, and she's just being lazy about it. But maybe if she hears me chide her on stream, she'll actually do it now. I don't know. From Cherim, if Jordan Peterson told Shieerat to clean her room, would she die or just finish transitioning? From Robert, I'm driving right now, just cut off a black woman. She honked. I laughed at her kids. I laughed. Her kids are fatherless. Good times. Metokur Fembot, who wins Andy versus Tonka fight? I'm putting my money on Andy. Voken D0nga, just build a massive spacecraft in orbit and invite every furry on Earth on board for a massive party. Then send the whole thing into the sun. Their added mass will allow the sun to continue burning for a few minutes. So at least they'll have something, or at least they'll have done something useful. You know, the furry thing, it's like story after story keeps coming out. With the zoo sadism shit that's going on right now, Snake Thing getting caught by the cops, them basically taking all his electronics, his hard drives, his computers, they're fucked. I don't know what those people are going to do, but I expect we're going to see more arrests probably coming. And I bet you Kiro is freaking the fuck out because I bet the conversations and the shit they shared probably borders or is outright illegal. And finally, from Troy Fowler, get Jada on stream, Jimbo. Thank you everybody for your super chats. Thank you everybody else for coming out just to watch. Hope you enjoyed the art contest. The poll will be up in a little bit. I will have my good friend Mr. Anti-Bully pin the tweet with all the artwork underneath it so you can take a look at all the shit. Lots of really good submissions. And I will see you for next Sunday Funday. Again, that will be Saturday, Jesus. That'll be Sunday, 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern. If you want to enter next week's art contest, it is V, ingesting Sargon. You can make him his scaly otherkin form if you like. Farting out schmuckles. Aside from that, go nuts. Go for it. Make it however you want to make it. Thanks for coming out for the stream. Hope you had a good time. Hope you had a good weekend. Enjoy your upcoming work week. Hope everything goes well for you, and I will see you next weekend.